So I'll go first. We'll alternate, and we'll see if it's on YouTube first, and if not, we'll just do it on the old Spotify. Very well. Oh, pardonnez-moi. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the show. So I'm going to start with Paul Williams. So, hello, screen 2.
Okay, right now, friends, it is my great pleasure to introduce one of the most talented people in our business, and it's a real treat to have him with us on The Muppet Show, Mr. Paul Williams.
Just an old-fashioned love song playing on the radio, and wrapped around the music is the sound of someone promising they'll never go. You'll swear you've heard it before as it slowly rambles on and on. No need in bringing them back, 'cause they've never really gone. That's just an old-fashioned love song, humming down in two-part harmony. That's just an old-fashioned love.
Hello, everybody. I'm just playing some songs.
One I'm surely wrote for you and me to weave our dreams
Thank you, Mark.
upon. Listen to each evening when the lights are low, to underscore our love affair with tenderness and feeling that we've come to know. You'll swear you've heard it before as it slowly rambles on and on. No need in bringing them back, 'cause they've never really gone. That's just an old-fashioned love song, coming down in three-part harmony. That's just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm
Thank
sure
you, buddy.
they're for you and me.
Cat's upstairs. We're just getting ready, just playing some music before the show starts. This reminds me of something. Very quiet. This reminds me of something. I wonder if this is on here. What's it called? Something in the Woodshed. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Something for the weekend. I know that wasn't the title. No, it's not there.
I say, she said, there's something in the woodshed, and I can hear it breathing. It's such an eerie feeling, darling. You said, there's nothing in the woodshed, it's your imagination and of the conversation, darling. Something in his
Who's that running?
Who's
that old lady?
You walked on who he claimed to be. Something in his jeans told him to pretend there was something for the weekend. There is something in the woodshed. I know because I saw it. I can't simply ignore it, darling. But he said, now baby, don't be stupid. Get this into your sweet head. There ain't nothing in the woodshed except maybe some wood.
We're going to cut the music out before and then edit it, so we're all cool.
Told him to complete. You walked along, he claimed to be. Something in his jeans told him to pretend there was something for the weekend. I'll go all the way with you if you only do the same for me. Go and see if it's nothing like you say. Then you can have your wicked way with me. Weekend is something for the weekend. 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 He went round to the woodshed, and they came down hard on his head. Gagged and bound and left for dead. When he woke, she was gone with his car and all of his money.
Who was that host about to be? We're look at that. Isn't that funny? Look at the coincidence.
My finger.
Right, we're being told we're
on
not
the-
allowed to play music, so that's okay. We won't play any more music because. But look at. Right, so I just played Divine Comedy, something for the weekend, right? Then look what comes up next. Just look at this. Hang on. The next video that comes up, Carl Rickards. Isn't that something? Carl Rickards used to be a caller to our show.
To rescue Hitler's looting.
Was very, very upset because we did a show he didn't like. Oh well, we can't play music. Oh well, never mind. We're not starting the show until we get 1,000 subs. I think we've gone in too cheap, Kath, with 50 subs. We're going for 1,000 subs. We just thought we'd start with something a bit different, but if we can't, I thought you could unless you edit out of the VOD. Well, that was my plan, Matty, was to play some songs, do the show, and then highlight and obviously not include the first 25 minutes. I thought you could as well, Matty, but you know, a couple of people want to scare me. They want to scare me. We're not starting until we get 1,000 subs. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Buster. It's the best show, Buster. You're right. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, George's woman. Thank you, Paddy. Thank you, Mark. I was enjoying the music as well, Neil. Did you get your number sorted? No, not yet, Matt. Oh, no, I haven't. I haven't got it sorted. That means I have to do adverts off my laptop. They said it takes like 2 to 3 days, and I did it Friday night. So I'm hoping kind of Tuesday or Wednesday. So, no, I'm still not into... I've got to do it from my lappy. Thank you, Matty, for reminding me. This isn't the show. We're just gentle launch. We were... Hello, is that Lux? Hello, Lucky. Cat's really been pain in the bum. Oh! What was the thing I heard on Alan Bezic last night? It wasn't where or when. Oh, I heard a thing on... Oh, I know exactly what I heard. We're not starting the show until we get 1,000 subs, by the way. I heard a great thing on... Bezzy. Right, I need to do this. This isn't the start of the show.
What?
It doesn't look as intense as before. Oh, it's because there's a cat sat in front of it absorbing most of the... And also, it's kind of going onto the sofa a little bit. May I?
Yeah, stick it on the...
There you go.
You normally have a book under it, but it didn't seem to need it today.
That's good. It's looking good. Oh, there's a cat there.
Is that all right? Put it a bit higher. I normally aim it for Frank.
It's good. Let me find you. It's good. Maybe the show's not even started yet. This isn't the show.
No, I'm trying to get it perfecto.
Let me find the clip from Alan Bezic. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to keep this. I forgot. I half tidied it. Right. So BBC Sounds. This isn't the show, guys. Show has not started. So we go to schedules. It was about 30 minutes into Bezic last night, and I was struggling to sleep. So yesterday, Alan Bezic. Right, here we go. It was Richard is gifting 10 tier subs. Okay. So hang on a minute. So that's so we just need like another 990 subs before the show starts. I'm not even joking. Right. So Alan Bezic. It was about half an hour in.
With your BBC News update at 10 o'clock, I'm Katherine White. The government has conceded that the lockdown, which comes...
There was the 3 podiums, and not one of them had a poppy
Oh, this was quite
the
good.
Announcement from 10 Downing Street.
Right, so this is quite good, right? Listen to how this phone call starts and then how it ends.
70s. You're not far from the Grim Reaper, probably.
Grim Reaper, okay, mate. Can I ask you one more question?
By all means.
Was it this or not? Yeah.
We were all waiting last night for the...
No, it wasn't this, sorry.
Respecting.
Poppies.
I think it matters. Is his right. Then. So, corrupt and people wear one, otherwise...
This isn't this cool.
You see, what the poppy...
Okay, I'll...
So the respect,
Can't get
because
me
I
a
don't...
phone.
Well, because you don't understand other people's points of view, perhaps. But I don't. Yeah. 0800 218 2255.
How do, Roger?
Should we make judgments about people? I mean, make all the judgments.
Hello, Alan.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about they call it the lockdown, I call it the lockup. I just wondered about what your opinion of it is. I think it is all a futile
what?
A futile waste of time.
Yeah.
Why? What?
Well, I just want
I can't remember what it was. I don't remember what the call was. All I remember was I listened. It was in bed, and about 1:30, I went, "Oh, Kath will like that."
Mother and father, I had a COVID test. If I was supposed to, I can't stand that.
This woman sounds like my grandma Florence.
People, it's going to be far worse. I think the cure is worse. It
doesn't disappear. There isn't a cure for it.
Luckily, my daughter, who is negative, if I wasn't for her, I would see nobody.
By COVID patients, which it could, if the house didn't burn down, will have died from.
Believe it. I'm trying to say is, if there's something for you. Now, I myself, I've never had a flu jab.
COVID. When you step.
I was about when it was on radio. Remembrance Day. Oh, now they're futile.
Standing there, experiences.
So I tell.
I'll do Ted.
All right, sir.
I do.
What do you think about circumcision, Al?
Whoa.
I don't think about it much,
This
really.
might be it.
Well, circumcision is wrong. The reason why, them things are there for a purpose. On a woman and on a man, they're there for a purpose. You should never be cut off. And there's another thing I'll...
Go on.
My mum got, remember the contaminated blood?
If this is how I remember it, you wait.
Do you mean the factor 80, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, contaminated blood, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Conservatives, Thatcher's lot, well, they're still there now. And Reagan's done it. But the other parties in the government, in the House of Parliament, knows what was going on. They colluded and collided. And done it, and killed the people. And another thing, I'll just say this last thing. I was dreaming one day in my bed, I was only a kid. And all of a sudden I was on top of the roof, on the shed, on the roof, standing there. I could see...
Gone from circumcision to factor 8, killer blood, to...
Standing on the roof.
Back round, turning my head round, I could see. And I put my hands up in the air. And I took off. And I was looking down, I could see from the top. We're going round in a circle. And the thing about that, I could feel the wind blowing against my ear.
Must have been real then.
Amazing.
That is perfect, right? Amazing.
Why wouldn't you start with the flying?
Amazing. And Bezik's reply?
Put my hands up in the air. And I took off. And I was looking down, I could see from the top. We're going round in a circle. And the thing about that, I could feel the wind blowing against my ear.
Amazing.
Amazing. Thanks, kid.
All right, so I'm here. Have a good night. 0800
Do you also note that that's the sort of noise I make?
218 2255.
Such
You
a
may
good
have gathered
show.
by now that you can talk about absolutely anything. How do, Steve?
Hi, Alan. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, good. Nice to speak to you again. And if I have to sort of divert for a quick cough, then I apologise because I'm recovering from the dreaded illness.
What's this news?
My two loves are Wales and France.
You mean the large mammal?
The show hasn't started yet.
My two loves are pigeons and cheese.
What
was that person? When we watched Take Me Out, what is it they like?
Oh, their hobbies were drinking tea and
Blinking.
drinking tea.
Blinking, laughing and drinking tea.
I severely injured myself today, and I'm going to show the injury. It could be TOS.
Oh, is it on your butt?
Yeah, I got a bad back, and I thought I'll get a hot water bottle, and rest it on it.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I took it off, and then after a while, I found something sticky on my back. It was a blister.
Oh no!
I burnt my back. Look at this.
What, on a hottie? Flipping heck! Let me see.
Let me just cover that.
Let me see. Oh my God!
Covering that.
You're not covering it. You're sticking your finger down it.
Covering it.
Point your trousers up, for God's sake.
But...
Oh my! All right. Yep. I can see it. Gosh, that's a. I think that qualifies as a sports injury.
TOS, guys. TOS.
I've got a bruise on my bum, but I'm not going to show you.
Oh, come on!
I was doing the classic beginning of casualty. I don't need a step ladder. I'll just use a chair to get my youngest at a Halloween Zoom party. And we bought this. Can you just not stand on that? Because you pull it. I'm going to get dragged under the table at some point. It's going to be like Isadora Duncan all over again. Yeah, so I bought you remember them butcher's curtains you could get? That grandma's fly curtain things.
Oh, yeah, heavy bits of not beef curtains,
no.
butcher's curtains. Yeah,
like a butcher's curtain.
Plastic.
Well, it was like that, but they were made out of bats, and we hung it behind her while she was on the Zoom call. I was trying to make it special because, as you know, my mission in order to stop myself going nuts is to try to make all this craziness less weird for the kids. Right?
I've got pants on.
So anyway, I was standing up trying to sort this out, and as I came down a little bit too short, and I speared myself on the very edge of the top of the chair.
Up the jacksie.
And I have not up the jacksie, but
in the jacksie.
No, right square in the buttock.
Oh.
And I did feel it. It really hurt.
We should probably start the show now. I know it's Hang on. We can do... I'm going to tidy all these up tomorrow. That's tomorrow's thing. But we can... Here we go!
Two lost lambs, old hands, find a man, not a man, understand. He's a daddy, son of Sam, and hey, they found the Lord of pain. Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doom her, me and Stevie Gutenberg, fire in the lake of fire. Satan, can you hear us? We are on our way. I just like your crazy day. That's the acolyte way.
That was fun. How's your day been?
All right.
Has it been all right? You were a bit sad on the phone earlier, and
yeah, just stuff. I'm trying very hard not to take things personally, and I know I'm being touchy.
Could I do something to make things better for you?
Yeah.
You know, I said I got you your Christmas present.
Yeah.
I don't think I can sit on it much longer.
Oh, really?
So could I give you your Christmas... who's muted? We're not muted, are we? Can't hear us? Oh, yay. Can you hear us? We've not gone quiet.
Volume is lower since the song.
That's because I turned the volume down. Can you hear us? Katherine was saying she's not had a great day, and I'm saying we weren't muted, were we? Who said muted? Matty did. Time him out. This Christmas present is so good. I can't sit on it until December the 24th, it will be that I would see you. And also we may not, who knows what's going to happen because of the lockers down us.
Oh, no.
So I was wondering, and you can say no if you want, can I give you your Christmas present now?
Oh.
But then I'll buy you another Christmas present. Also, I'm just thinking, there's so much, everything. Oh, BAPT, 3-tier sub. Thank you, tier 3. That means he's not allowed to get his hair cut but he can go to a gym. Everything's so crappy and miserable. Why wait till Christmas for a really nice present? Why not have it now? And I'll get you another Christmas present for Christmas.
You don't have to get me another Christmas present.
Okay, I won't.
It'd be nice if you did.
Okay, I won't. Would you like the present now? It's in the boot of my car. It's not wrapped.
Should we ask the chat?
Your chat are going to say yes because they're nosy effers. I'm going to get it. It's a nice thing, and you're a nice person. You've helped me. I didn't use drugs at the weekends, guys. Peace. You've helped me stay clean. Things are crap at the moment.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry.
Well, it's a massive dildo.
I'm going to wince and cry.
Let me go and get it. Let me go and get it. Let me go and get it. It's in the boot of my car. Hang on a minute.
Oh. See, I feel, right, there's a part of me that feels a bit wrong about having a Christmas present before Christmas. But I don't think there are normal rules apply, do they? 2020? What do you reckon? All right, well.
It's just, everything is so crap at the moment. And it's, we could wait, 6 weeks or 7 weeks to get some magic. Or you could have a little bit of magic now.
What's he got me?
That is for you.
What is it? Oh!
I love you. It's not personalised. Oh, I love you. You've been brilliant. And I've been a bit of a shit friend recently, so...
Thank you so much. That's brilliant.
It's a picture of a cock. And she loves cock.
It's like...
But it's signed, you see.
Yeah.
Signed by Almodovar. I love you. I've been such a lousy friend.
Thank you. That's really thoughtful. Thank you.
I love you, honey. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
really
not personalised, I'm afraid.
It's so cool, though.
But it's brilliant, isn't it?
It's so cool.
Oh, that's the price of that's just the price of the frame. That's not the price of the thing.
What a thing. Thank
I don't want to wait for Christmas for that. Have that now.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Yes, man. Can someone clip that up until the bit where I say clip that, and that will get us viral.
Oh.
Yeah. You've had a lousy time. I've been a bit rubbish, so thank you for helping me stay clean and save my life again.
Thank you.
So I've saved my
I
life.
didn't do it for posters, but it's
Well,
a pretty good one.
You got posters.
Thank you.
Is it all right? Do you like it?
Yeah, and you thought about me. That makes a big difference. Thank you so much.
I did try and find a way of getting a personalised one, and I couldn't. I couldn't. So I bought a signed one.
Oh man!
Just thought it looked really wicked.
It's so cool. Thank you very much.
Okay, there we go. Right on that. Now, why can't we hear? There we go. Oh, there we go. We can hear us. On that bombshell.
Yeah.
Shall we open the phone lines? Yeah. Yes, man. 0203 286 6370. This is the late night alternative. It's the only phone-in show on Skype. If you're in the UK, you can call us 0203 286 6370. Catherine, I didn't do it for posters, boy, says Pete. You've been. I didn't use drugs at the weekend, and there were I had loads of things in place to protect me, and you were the main one, and you had my WhatsApp location, and we kept WhatsApping each other and FaceTiming each other. It was WhatsApp video call. We say FaceTime because that's just kind of become the accepted thing. It wasn't FaceTime. I haven't got Apple. Neither of us got Apple.
So we're free now.
So we couldn't FaceTime. So we WhatsApp, and you were brilliant. So I just thought
you were brilliant. You did it.
I didn't do any drugs. Thank you, everyone. I know people were like praying and all of that great stuff. So thank you. Whoa! BAPT, 5,000 bits. Thank you,
Gosh,
thank you, brother. But can we get a shout out for BAPT, who's got his own channel now? But Paul, thank you.
Matty Stevo. Plot twist, Catherine used drugs at the weekend.
Did you? Were you holding? And it's just, everything is so grey, isn't it? Let's have some colour.
Yeah.
Let's have some colour. My kids is a bit. My youngest is really missing me at the moment. I don't quite know what to do, and I went over on Sunday and had a great 2 hours. I was his Pokemon chauffeur, and so we just drove around while he was collecting Pokemon, and he loved it. It was both of them were there, and I said, "You tell me where to go, I'll go." And when we got a KFC as well and all that, I said, you tell me where to go, we'll go. Can we wait here for 5 minutes? I said, because there's a battle. I said, well, there's a raid. I said, well, we can wait here for 5 minutes, but I know if we drive around the block, we'll be back here in 4 minutes and we'll still catch some other... Really? Yes, do it. It was great. But there's something not quite right. He's really missing me at the moment, and I don't quite know what I can do. And I'm just aware that...
My youngest is very emotional at the moment, like very, very small things. Like tonight, that's why I got a phone call just before the show started.
Right.
Phone rang. Have you moved her tablet? I said, no, I haven't had it. She says you have. She's getting very upset. You know, and it's small stuff that normally is just like, you know, it's in the house somewhere.
Oh, we have a...
Can
we come back to... We got a call from a Frenchman. Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour.
Hello. No, it's just me. Just me.
It's Dredge. You've grown a tash. You grew that quickly. We saw you last week.
Oh, is it because it's Movember?
It's Movember, and
He's
I'm
cured
doing my bit.
one of the cancers.
Testics
cancer.
Oh dear.
Hello, so looks like Freddie Mercury, isn't it?
He's an influence. What can I say?
He's an influence before we even had the word influencer.
Do you know Kenny Everett played Bohemian Rhapsody 12 times before it was released, and that was on the same show.
Yeah. Did he get in trouble for that?
Yeah, and that was like a major reason why it was a big hit, I think.
Because it's a crappy record.
It is a crappy record, but thanks to him, we still sing it today.
Hang on a minute.
This time
there
of
we
year.
go. How can we help thee, Dredge?
No, just something. An interesting thing happened today.
Oh! Okay, well, here we go.
Yeah.
It was Dredge. It was Dredge all along.
So my mum lives in sheltered housing. There's lots of flats and stuff like that. And
by the way, I think I've got fleas. So if you see me genuinely, I think I've got fleas at the moment. So sorry.
Who hasn't?
Here we go. Continue, if you play.
Yeah, so the oven broke. So she phoned the bloke up to come round. He said, I'll come round between 9 and 1. So 9 o'clock, no. 10 o'clock, no. 11 o'clock, no. 12, no. 1, no. 2, nothing. 3, nothing. 4, nothing. So she phones me up and says, this bloke hasn't come round yet. I said, well, phone the company up, see what's going on. 5 o'clock, nothing. So she phones up the company. And then Mum phones me back. She says, the man did come round, but he went to the wrong flat, fixed their oven, and then went home.
No! That's amazing! Those lucky other people. How many ovens are broke in this place? What is going on? What is going on?
And the other thing is, how's this talent contest thing going to work? The performance ring online thing.
Over to Katherine.
What's going to happen is we'll have a list of people because people will tell us that they want to come on beforehand, right? And then, I don't know, we'll arrange Zoom calls with them. Is that how we're going to do it?
Well, people will be able to call in on the night. It would be nice to have a few up our sleeve.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
if they're time consuming.
Wednesday, November the 18th, it is happening. Short films, songs, people pushing wheelbarrows around, people doing
that sounds ridiculous.
People doing the words to Michael Jackson's Thriller, the talky bit.
Yeah.
All of that stuff, anything goes. Anything goes.
It's less talent than talent.
Yeah. We just want people fannying about for 3 hours, to be honest. Wednesday the 18th, there is a cash prize. First prize at the moment is 250 quid.
So...
Blimey, that's better than talk radio, isn't it?
I know.
It's
a silly competition, but some serious money.
You know, there'll be someone watching this, right, who's like their school is going to be closed down unless they can raise 250 quid really quickly, and they'll be going, well, we're just gonna have to let the school close down. What did they say? Hey, quick, let's start a band. That's the plot of every good film I've ever seen.
You're not going to be in it, Steve. You're rubbish. Oh, yeah?
And Steve wins it. Steve starts his own school.
If I win the 250, I'm keeping it, just to let you know.
Okay. By the way, Matty says if Janelle enters, she'll win. Well, no, not necessarily, because this is the pube in the honey.
Pardon?
You, not you, John.
No.
You, the viewer, Catherine and I will whittle it down to our 5 favourite. I
Yeah.
think this sounds fair.
Yeah.
We'll whittle it down to our 5 or 8 favourite, depending on how many enter. You vote.
decide, yeah.
You decide. Who
I decide.
Not you, Dredge.
Okay,
I did say that, and then I know I broke away, so it could have been confusing.
But actually, yeah, amongst others, you do get your say. So
No, well, everyone decides apart from Dredge. That's the one.
Oh, right, okay.
One caveat that he is not allowed to be any of the judge.
I didn't get the terms or conditions.
No, T's or C's. I heard an advert on the radio the other day, and it annoys me because they abbreviate terms and conditions to T's and C's.
Yes.
Well, this advert, and I've heard it several times, abbreviated it to T and C's. So there's only one term. Don't forget term and conditions. Nah, mate.
What is the difference? What is the
mate.
difference?
What?
What's the difference between terms and conditions? Is there one? Why doesn't it just say terms? Why doesn't it just say conditions?
There are conditions
to the terms.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm going to cut you off now, Drake, because you're making my brain melt. Thank you very much indeed.
Goodbye.
Someone says, is Nigel allowed to enter? Not really. I tell you why, because
You won't call him back.
it's going to be, ideally you're going to have PayPal or at least a bank account so that we can transfer the winnings over. And Iain, I ain't going around there and giving him cash.
You want it in fivers.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. That's happening Wednesday, November the 18th. I recorded my kids doing some speaky stuff. Shall I play you what I recorded them doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to edit it. Where did I save it? Save it. Let's do. Here we go. So I'm gonna. This is. You should be able to hear this.
A talent show.
Ooh, a talent show.
I said a talent show.
I said a talent show.
Again.
Ooh, a talent show. I said a talent show.
I mean fashion show.
I mean fashion show.
No, not fashion. That's clothes, isn't it?
No, not fashion. That's clothes, isn't it?
Which is the one where it's dancing and being an idiot?
Which is the one where it's being dancing and being an idiot?
Oh, that's talent.
Oh, that's a talent.
November the 18th on Twitch.
November the 18th on Twitch.
You did it.
You wait. Sounds like nothing now. You let me do a little bit of magic. That is going to be the trail of the century, guys.
That's how they do Peppa Pig, isn't it?
What?
They get the kids to copy.
Oh, is it?
I
It's a
think
great
so.
way of getting them to do stuff. And then I've got this brother doing stuff. They were talking for ages, and I'm just gonna mix it all up, make a nice little advert. I'm gonna put a lot of time and love into this advert. You wait. It is going to be the greatest thing you, my little pudding pie, and you sad sacks, have ever seen. We're not starting the show until we get 1,000 subs.
What are we on now?
I think we're on about. I think we've had about 15.
Okay.
We've had Hunty, is careful, Hunty, Yasmin, not Jasmine, Del Stokes, BAPT, 5,000 bits. My God, Miss
You,
Jones.
sir, are something else.
Anile, Midget B, loads of. This is great. Sharples. This is it. This is it. This is November. It's a new month. I want this month to be the month that we
Is
do
there
it.
supposed to be a wee echo on you there?
There's no echo on me.
There is.
No. 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 No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No, don't say yeah when I'm waiting for the echo. No. It's gone. No.
Yes.
Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes, they can't hear the echo. It's only us that can hear it.
Well, it's maddening.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I'm still 6 adverts. FFS. I can't hear a thing that's going on. Surly, we can allow that. But we do 6 minutes of adverts every hour. If you sub, you generally miss the advert. Sometimes, occasionally, it sneaks through. But if you sub, you miss the adverts. You should do anyway. If you don't, that's Twitch's fault. But yeah, we do 6 minutes of adverts every hour. So 3 chunks of 2. minutes, which isn't that bad. I don't think it warrants an FFS.
No.
I don't think it's an FFS.
Because here's the thing, someone's got to pay us.
This is our job. This pays to feed our kids, pays our mortgage. This is our job. So if you're unhappy with that, then you can, then this isn't for you, because there will be 6 minutes of adverts in every hour. That's just the way it works. You know, when you watch like TV, there's adverts in it. Yeah, I get the need for adverts. The FFS, I was just frustrated. I couldn't hear what you were saying. Well, there's adverts.
Oh, well, I take that as a great compliment.
Thank you. Daniel's I shit myself
Daniel's Stride Vlogs.
Okay, I hope you are doing well. I'm a lot better today, so thank you.
Good news.
I Halloween night, so we took the boys back, managed to stay clean all day, watched the end of Manhattan Murder Mystery, and I thought, it's about 9 o'clock Halloween night. I've got a choice here. I have got fleas.
Oof, mate.
Well, no, that's not fleas.
That's Scratchingtons.
That's just a scratch. That's not fleas. Thank you, dog walking dude, and Alex. So I thought, I'm going to watch a horror film. I'm going to watch a scary film. I'm going to say it's Halloween. I'm going to watch a scary film, right? Now, I'm going to say a film, and a load of you go, oh, well, that's not scary. Well, I know what. Why don't you jog on? It scared me, right? Because a lot of the scaring, TTVI free flow, and this is the message that was banned. I did anal to your wife, but they've put a rude word in there. What a potty mouth.
Apparently she's there, and you did it.
What a potty mouth. I'm not married, so I don't know whose wife you did it to.
I'm not his wife, and
no.
I wouldn't let you anywhere near it.
So
banned.
Well done. Hang on a minute. Gatford only timed... Oh, no, who did Gatford time out? How come no one timed him out?
No, that was just held auto mod.
Azza says, of course I don't have an issue with adverts, but here's two things I've learned. When you say a sentence like that, everything before but
is bullshit.
Is bullshit. And also, I've found a really good counselling podcast for people who learn to be counsellors, and it's a Gestalt thing. If again, it's the same thing. The thing before but, that's not. So it's like
I love you, but you drive me nuts.
Yeah, I really want to go on holiday, but I just can't afford it. You just can't afford it is the thing. Oh, so you've got issues around money. No, I didn't mean it like that. Well, but you said it. I'm just trying to look at it from other people's points of view. But don't look at it from other people's points of view. That's no.
That's you trying to be a mind reader, and that will drive you absolutely cuckoo.
Honestly, I don't have an issue with adverts, but it is a little unusual for a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
But if it's not an issue to you, as I'm not having a go. I'm not having a go. Gatford, I'm going to call you back in a second. I'm not having a go. I haven't had a haircut. Actually, I've just done it slightly differently. If it's not an issue to you, don't mention it. Don't mention it.
But also, let me explain why it's unusual. We're among the first people Twitch has actually hired. So in order to pay our wages, they have to make the money somewhere. We're not just doing it as a kind of side thing. This is our main hustle, and we're being paid for it. And that's how it works.
This is our job, and also there's going to be more adverts in Twitch. They're going to introduce more adverts anyway. That's by the by. So the film I watched was VHS.
Right.
And it's not.
What does VHS actually stand for?
Very high. I would guess. Video hire service. I would say very high. What does VHS stand for, guys? Anyone know? VHS, very high. Because video home system, thank you. So I watched it, right? And it shit me up, man. I'm watching it and I'm thinking, why did I watch that? And it's all about...
Is it a slasher?
There's some slash in it. It's all found footage. It's one of these found footage things. And it's kind of like, it's what we call a portmanteau.
No.
Yeah, it is actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it
I
is.
thought you said that was a word that was a combination of two others.
It's a combination. No, it's a portmanteau. Or you could call it an anthology, but portmanteau works. And it was bloody horrible. There was one that wasn't very good, the one in the woods. As a thank you for the gift. But it was, the rest of it was bloody horrible, and it's all about people breaking into houses and filming it secretly on video. And I live on my own.
No.
And it was scary, man. It was scary. I didn't enjoy it at all.
I decided that Halloween was the time to watch a film on my own as well. And I decided to watch Ghost Stories, which is the film incarnation of that Andy Nyman play we went to see, which shut me up before it even began. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, I fell asleep in front of it, the quiet bit at the beginning, and was awoken by the scary bit, and it was just that moment between sleep and reality where I kind of awoke with a oh yeah.
It was good. It was good. I was scared because I genuinely thought I was never going to see another film that would scare me again, and it really made me uncomfortable.
Wreck. You didn't like Wreck, did you?
Oh, the first Wreck is a masterpiece. The second Wreck...
They made another?
They made loads. The second one is really good. The first one's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
You watched it, didn't you?
Yeah, and I told my Spanish friend that I'd watched it. I said, have you seen Wreck? She went, yeah. I said, yeah, I just watched it. She went, what, on your own? Are you insane?
Yeah. First one's a masterpiece. Second one's really good, but they changed the mythology a bit, and I've not even bothered after that. Apparently they're rubbish.
Well, you know what's coming, don't you?
Well, in one of them, like the monster escape, or the spirit, whatever it is, escapes the building, and there's a wedding and stuff, and yeah. But 1 and 2,
my God,
well worth the entrance.
That Ghost Stories is on iPlayer at the moment. If you fancy catching it, flipping it, what a thing! It's not what you think it's going to be. It's one of those.
I do like a scary film. We should watch. Stay tonight and watch a scary film. Watch Vacancy.
I've got to take the kids to school in the morning, otherwise,
Well, then stay up all night. I've got some cocaine. Watch Vacancy.
Oh.
Vacancy's good. Vacancy's like is a torture porn.
It's
really.
mindless, is it?
Yeah.
I don't really like that sort of stuff. I prefer the psychological.
Well, there's psychologicals in it. Will you and Katherine? It's a good question, Mick.
Yeah.
Will you and Katherine still be able to work together after lockdown, or will it have to be remotely?
Well,
we think so.
Because if you have to go to work,
go
to work, right?
No. This is work, okay? So this isn't socialising. I cannot stand the B. But the boil, I meant. I didn't mean...
All right, okay. Yeah, next bit of the thought, please. It doesn't involve anyone being a bee.
Right. A boil. So, you're allowed to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
But the way it's been phrased is only go to work if you can't work from home.
Yeah.
Now, you can work from home. So...
It won't be as good, but technically we could. The other thing is that I'm your support bubble. So if I was your support bubble before, surely I still am.
Yeah. Ted1 says the lockdown is barely a lockdown anyway. What the fuck?
Well, exactly. From what I could work out, it was kind of just, we said go to the pub if you can go to the pub and support the pubs and like go to restaurants and stuff. Could you stop doing that now, please? Because it's quite germy. Also, we said go and spend your money in actual shops. Could you stop doing that,
Why are we
please?
even talking about this?
Well, because we're trying to work out...
Who cares?
What the rules are.
People come here to escape this kind of stuff. People come here to have fun. They're not having fun. I've not had a haircut, Star Chaser. I'm just styling it a little bit differently. I'm not going to get it cut before lockdown as well. Long, shaggy locks you're going to see on December the 3rd. The talent show is on November the 18th. She knows now.
Anyway.
I'm going to sneeze all over you. Right, so Gatford called in. We're going to call Gatford back.
God, you're in trouble when Gatford is the flipping escape hatch.
Stuck in the escape hatch.
evening.
What?
Oh, get that attitude, crikey. Don't call into a call-in show, will you? Greetings.
By the way, Mutation 555 says, I have to go to the dentist on November the 18th. Oh, no, you don't.
But they won't let you.
They might use one of those hands on a scissor.
Edward Scissorhands, found guilty.
Oh, no.
Wouldn't got away with it.
Well,
anyway.
Did you see Twitter? I don't think he's got away with much.
As if the world didn't need a bit more brightening this morning. Permission to say something controversial, Governor and Governess.
Yeah,
I feel like this is somehow... I don't like giving you permission to do this sort of stuff, but do it. Do it anyway.
I don't like Halloween.
Yeah.
Is that because you're... Can I ask, is that because you're of your Christian beliefs?
There's a bit of it to do with that. That's,
Right.
say, 50%. 50% is I don't like scary movies or being scared.
Yep.
And I don't like dressing up. And I don't like people coming around and trying to get me to eat sweets because of, diabetes and toast.
That's not how trick and treat works, mate. Trick or treat, as we call it over here. They don't come round to try and make you eat sweets. They come round to try and persuade you to give them sweets. If you've just been open the door, there's two little kids with a sheet over them, the eyes cut out, going, trick or treat, mister. And you go, all right, treat. And then you eat a packet of Haribo in front of them and then shut the door. You've been doing it wrong.
Although, I get the impression you'd quite like that.
Well, the problem is I'm aware of how trick or treat works. And the problem is that I would have to buy the sweets to give the sweets out. And in between the buying and the giving, they might not all make it.
I gotcha.
So,
I know what you mean.
There is a bit, about, and I didn't do any of this beforehand because I don't want to be one of those people that goes, oh, you shouldn't believe in Halloween and all that.
So you're going to do it now instead, now we've all had a nice time?
Yeah, no, because it's come up and you're talking about scary movies.
Yeah, go on.
But do you not think that we have kind of taken the American and turned it into a bit of a Christmas thing, like
Catherine,
a lot of kids now?
Gatford, you're about to get your butt spanked. Catherine, please.
I know.
You deliver it to him.
The Americans took our Celtic festival.
I understand. I'm saying is they are the ones that have popularised trick-or-treating and dressing up and making a show of Halloween.
No, they haven't. It was done before. It was done before in the olden times. People used to do it. So, no, they haven't. They've maybe, Hallmark maybe made cards for it. And it's been in movies and stuff. Movies rather than films.
It's a European thing.
But
it's European.
And like Christmas, it was a pagan festival that was adopted by the Christians. It became All Hallows Eve.
So get your filthy Christian hands off of our All Hallows Eve.
But now people go around. They either dress up in whatever they want.
What is wrong with kids having a good time? What is wrong? Why are you... Shut your face. Why are you so against kids having a little bit of fun? There's a fucking coronavirus on. People are fucking dying. Kids have got fucking fun to go. Let them have a bit of fun, you miserable...
For the most part, they didn't go out this year anyway. I didn't see very many. They certainly didn't come round our house. And actually, it's done in a very civilised way where I live. If you've got a pumpkin in the window, it suggests you're up for it and people will call round. If you haven't, you get left alone. And it's little kids.
Round my way, where I live, a lot of... I've heard about 16 houses that had their sweets stolen by older kids. They took them all to the park and ate them.
Well...
They took advantage of some people saying, let's leave sweets out for little kids, not the other way around.
Of course they did, because that's what some kids will do.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that the rest of the kids, screw those guys, they should all stay in.
Doc Nader says, it used to be only kids dressed up. Now it's geared to adults. What insane bullshit planet are you living on? What do you mean? So it's adults going around trick-or-treating. Are you nuts?
Adults tend to dress up now. And have
because it's fun.
No.
Adult parties. What? So they're dressed up as blooming Batman and blooming Skellington, and they're having it off.
Not adult.
Give me a monster quickly.
Freddie Munster.
With Freddie Munster's dick in their mouths.
God, I'm glad I said Freddie Munster, not Eddie Munster, because
he's a
Munster
boy.
was a kid.
He's a boy.
Who's Freddie Munster? Anyway, never mind.
No.
Look, I just don't like it, and I don't like fireworks night. Can we just skip to Christmas?
You can. Bye-bye. God, there's so little joy at the moment. Let people enjoy themselves in a very quiet, restricted way. FFS.
I used to be a bit. It's fun. It's fun. And the thing with Halloween as well, you can opt out.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, most people respect the rule of if there's no decorations in the window, no pumpkin, and the lights in the front of the house are off, they won't knock on the door.
Yeah.
I get, how some people could be scared if there are people knocking on the door repeatedly and stuff, but just deal with it.
My mum flipping looks forward to it for weeks and weeks beforehand. She really, really looks forward to it, to the point where she's disappointed if she doesn't get loads of kids going round there.
David, 39881. Calm down. You're asking a lot of questions, okay? Now, I was going to answer that question. You're asking a lot of questions over and again. I was going to answer that question until you shouted at me, "Have you seen it?" So, because of you shouting at me, I'm not going to answer the question. Amy, who is one of the mods, I'd like you to call in, please, because she says her talent is beating me at the yes-no game. That's simply not true. So, Amy, I'd like you to call in if you can work out how to use bloody Skype or a phone, because you're a knob. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you don't like Halloween, then you are a bit of a miserable get. Also, I respect the Christian thing. I certainly respect the Christian thing more than I would have done maybe even 5 years ago. But I don't get it in connection with Halloween, because you're not praising the devil. You are celebrating literary creations. You're celebrating Frankenstein, and you're celebrating Dracula, and books that were written 150 years ago. That's what you're celebrating.
Right, yeah.
You're not celebrating, as far as I'm aware, Beelzebub, our Lord Beelzebub, Beelzebub.
But that's not how some churches see it, right?
Why can't I?
For example.
Hang on. Where's my echo? Where's my echo?
Oh, we need the echo, do we?
Where's my echo? Jesus.
For example.
Yes.
I had a phone call. We didn't do trick or treating this year, but my daughter wanted to play spooky games with her friends on Zoom, right?
Yep.
So we invited about 4 kids, and one of them, their mum gave me a ring.
What's an id?
An id? The id?
Yeah, it's like ego, super
the
ego.
Ego
right?
And
you are invited.
Id.
You invited 4 ids. It's like the two. What are those 2 pricks called? Those 2 alpha. The two bastards. What are they called? 2 old bastards. Yeah, I'd like 4 of those candles, please. 4 candles? No, 4 of those candles. What do you mean 4 candles for forks?
One of these days.
No, I'll have 4 of them
I'll
candles,
get a story
please.
out. One of these
I'll
days.
have 4 of them candles, please. Oh, you want 4 candles for
shit.
for fork? Don't blame me. Blame the specky 8 eyes.
You didn't let me tell my story before. Now you're cutting me off again.
All right.
And then afterwards you
right.
go, "Oh, Kath, I want you to talk more."
I don't want you to talk more. I've never said
Yes,
that.
you have. Anyway, yeah. So we invited all these. Stop licking. Don't even pretend. Flip the end.
Don't flick my lick.
I have another injury to go with that.
I'll have 4 candles, please.
Anyway, one of the kids' parents disagreed with the idea on the basis of their
Well,
strong
it's just a silly pun.
Christianity.
I disagree with it. I wouldn't bring Jesus into the two Ronnies.
She did. Jesus was very much there. So I just said, it's all good. I invited the child. I suspected that might be the case because I seem to remember something about it the year before. I invited, no judgment there. She said, no judgment from me either. I was thinking, don't judge me.
Only your God can judge me.
Yeah.
No, only my God can judge you.
I don't got one.
No, hang on. I tell you what I watched today, because I hadn't watched it. I hadn't watched it since it came out, and I watched it on a bootleg hooky DVD.
Yeah.
And the picture all I remember about it was the picture was all washed out.
Debbie Does Dallas.
I'm going to act a movie. I've seen that. I've seen Debbie Does Dallas, right? And there's a
And
weird...
does she?
Yeah. But they have this. This was the first time that I learned that in the 1970s, women's sanitary products were worn with a strap, with a belt.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. And they wear them in Debbie Does Dallas, the most unerotic film. I watched the film, right?
My auntie Linda made fairy hammocks out of those.
Oh, Jesus. So here's the thing. So this is, guess what film I'm watching, okay?
Oh. I know this.
What film am I watching there?
Was it that?
It was all of it. It was everything that I was doing.
Do it again.
Go.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Minority Report.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Well, I'd seen it, and I'd seen it on a hooky DVD, and the picture was all washed out.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it today.
Yeah. Make more sense, did it?
Well, the picture was all washed out. It turns out that was the effect.
Oh, blimey.
That was the effect they were going for.
He had a filter on.
He did. He put a really filter on. It's very. Very. Harsh is back. Welcome back, Harsh. It's very, very green screeny. Very green screeny.
Well, if in a certain time they discovered that thing and then they
Yeah.
couldn't leave it alone, could they?
Very green screeny. And I'm going to say it, I like Tom Cruise. I like him. I like his movies. I like his style. No nonsense. I like to imagine when I'm watching a Tom Cruise film, you know, in Laurel and Hardy, they're always Laurel and Hardy, right? If they're in like the war, if they're in the Foreign Legion, if they're at Oxford, Chumps at Oxford is a great film. They're always Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Just in different, and that's the joke. Is it's these
It
two people?
certainly is.
Thank you. And so I always imagine that Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Because he is. In every movie, he's the same guy. We did this with The Rock the other day when me and the boys, the first night we watched The Tower, which is about a giant tower that's on fire
Is
and he
it
has to
then?
rescue his film.
Right.
Then we watched Rampage, which is about these giant
Some
animals knocking
rampaging,
down
yeah.
Chicago. And I said to the boys, right, imagine he's the same guy from the film The Tower, and he's given up building security because that last job was so stressful and so upsetting, and now he works with monkeys. Right? He's taken on a new life to work with monkeys.
So it's all canon.
And it all goes wrong for him again. Imagine how unlucky and how bad he must feel. So I like doing that a lot. But yeah, I watched Minority Report today. I didn't really like it. Didn't really like it. That's my review there.
Tom Cruise, little revelation for me when I saw in more ways than one with Eyes Wide Shut. I remember trying to watch that when I was younger and not really getting it or caring about them, and then I watched it again as an adult and went, oh,
that's the dirty one, is it? I would see that. I would see that.
It's a hell of a film.
Let's go through Tom. Let's go through Tom.
The one I didn't like was Show Me the Mummies.
Oh, well, we saw that in New York. That was shit. They were going to make loads of spin-offs of that with Russell Crowe as Jekyll and Hyde, and then nothing else came out.
didn't bother.
Think about that. It was rubbish.
He was too old, really, wasn't he?
I like...
Danny Dan P. If you've seen Vanilla Sky,
Yep.
watch the Spanish version.
Don't.
The original one.
It's
It
not
makes
as good.
more sense.
It's
It
not as
makes
good.
more sense. He's too old to be carrying on like that in
Not
Vanilla
as good.
Sky.
It's not as good.
He's supposed to be a young, spoilt brat.
Not as good. Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's not as good.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not actually. I tell you why. The Tom Cruise version is tighter. They've just tightened the...
Taken all the sense out of it.
No. They've tightened it. The Spanish one, first of all, they're speaking in Spanish. What is that about?
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, there's long silences.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I don't like that. I like talking.
You know what you are?
What?
YouTube generation. That's you.
I'm not. I'm MTV generation.
Well, you've turned into a YouTube generation.
Okay.
It's great.
Edge of Tomorrow is great. The film with my friend Tony Way in is good. That might be Edge of Tomorrow. Live, Repeat, Die. That's Edge of Tomorrow, isn't it? It's got 2 titles. That's good.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love. What was it? Eat, Shoots, Leaves. Eat, Leaves, Shoots. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
That should be Kung Fu Panda 3, shouldn't
Kung
it? Eat, Shoots, Leaves.
Fu Panda. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Don't be surprised, Delith, by the viewer figures. We got some great stuff going on.
Rock
here.
of Ages. He did a turn in that, didn't he?
Oh, we watched some of that. Were you here, or did I phone you up and say, I'm watching this terrible film?
No, we watched it together. I started watching that on a film and went, oh no, this is too shit even for me. And I love me some nonsense, right?
Well,
but that was too much.
Bloody Russell Brand turns up, and I sort of was. I knew Russell.
With him at that point.
I was pally with him, and he turned up. I was like, oh my god.
Best not to mention it.
Don't mention Rock of Ages. Don't text him, Russ, mate. What is this? The thing is,
nice little earner.
Well, exactly, because I've been in some absolute horseshit. And it's paid the mortgage, so I would never call someone out for being in something that wasn't very good.
Cocktail says Mike 29110 1977 was Pony. No, it wasn't Pony. It wasn't for you.
Magnolia was good. I nearly watched that the other day. Respect. He goes, respect the cock.
Why?
Because he's like, I tell you what, I would love to be, and I think I could do this. Motivational speaker.
Oh God!
Imagine me in a hotel. What do they call those? Like conference room.
Yeah.
With let's not get carried away. 1,000 people, right? They've all paid $100, right?
Okay.
That's $100,000.
You're going to shout at them.
What do you want? Turn this down. What do you want from your life? You want to be you, or you want to be me? Up here, I made $100,000. You spent $100. You are the loser. I am the winner. Say it. Stand up. Who's the winner? You are, sir. I can't hear ya. You are, sir. I can't hear ya. You are, sir.
And people are going to pay for that, are they?
$100.
No.
Yeah, they will.
I think there's a bit more to it than that.
What? You tell me what's in it. What's more in it?
You've got to inspire people, not shout at them and make them frightened. You've got to make them
These
feel
people
like...
are pussies. These are snowflakes.
They may be, but you're not supposed to tell them that.
This is what you do. This is the trick you do, right? One of the guys, his wife on stage in front of everyone.
I don't want to.
Without even saying it, you just
even
invite
this imaginary scenario.
You invite her up on stage and in front of everyone, and you get the man up on stage to watch. How does this make you feel? And you're not saying it to her.
Don't do the image.
Saying it to him. How does this make you
Stop
feel?
it.
I'm your wife. How does this make you feel? I don't like it, sir. What? I don't like it, sir.
Right.
Great guy. Take over.
No more internet for you.
Honestly, I swear to God, I can make this work. Get ready for what's your favourite. I can make that work. Big bucks. Big bucks, guys. Big bucks.
I'm just going to say Willy Wonka to whatever the question is.
Okie dokie. I'll say Batfink. Okay. Hello, Lisa.
Lisa.
You're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Lisa. I'm begging my knees. I'm begging you please to come home.
Oh. Unmute yourself. Put your camera on. Let's do this. Okay, that's the
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Let's do the time warp again.
Oh, let's talk about our wonderful sponsors.
No, because I've just played an advert for 2 minutes.
Why? Why would you do that? Why? Why though? And where are you going now? I'm going to get some water. What are you doing? Whoa, Big boy. Big boy, if you're new around here, is a feral cat.
Who the criminal is.
One moment, please.
Right. But then look at that little. Look at him.
George. Big boy, why didn't you tell us what you was doing?
George, come on, dude.
What are you being a dick for? Actually,
I'll have a cup of tea.
This tea is see-through.
It's Red Bush. I'm back into the Red Bush. We've got more viewers when we're not on screen. Oh, we just missed Lisa. Right, let me do Lisa. And I'll say Batfink. Bam, 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 bam. Lisa, you're breaking my heart.
Hello.
Checking my confidence daily. Oh, Lisa, we can't see you.
I don't know why that is.
There she is.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, Lisa. Hello, cats. Cats are in my bad books because I've got fleas. I haven't got any flea stuff, and George has just chewed up something in the other room. So this is not a great time to talk about cats. Not a great time to talk cats here. How can we help you, Lisa?
Just want to say hi.
Hiya. How was your
She
weekend?
actually did something funny yesterday.
Who did what?
She did something that made me laugh yesterday.
Go on. Cats are the best for making you laugh. What did they do?
I was playing with a game with my controller, and it was vibrating, and she started hissing at it, thinking it was alive.
What an absolute melt.
She wouldn't go anywhere near it.
My cats are getting on my nerves. I had all four. I had 4 of them on the bed last night, and my back was killing me, and I couldn't stretch out, and they were getting on my nerves. And then they've all got fleas, and I've got fleas now, and and then Big Boy is being great, but it's just. Oh man, alive! I've had enough of these cats.
It's really annoying as well.
I want a week away. You should be able to send your cats away for a week and have them replaced with a dog. That's what I was thinking of buying some mice or guinea pigs or something the other day. Thought about I might get some little guinea pigs or little Russian. I think they're Russian guinea pigs that are cuter than proper guinea pigs because they're just weird. And Russian guinea pigs.
Also, they're hamsters.
Russian hamsters. Anything else, Lisa?
What's your favourite colour?
What's my favourite cod?
Colour.
My favourite colour is Batfink, and Catherine's is Willy Wonka. Thanks for calling. 0203 286 6370. You can call in about absolutely anything you want. But before we do that, it's sponsor time. We're all feeling fine with the sponsor time. It's sponsor time. Okay, let's say hello to our sponsors. We can't do this show without our sponsors. This is our. I'll tell you what. We'll go there in a second. First up is gelaw.co.uk. We can't get rid of these guys, even if we tried. Richard Gregorian, family law solicitors. What can we say? You know, hopefully you won't be getting divorced because it sucks. If you do, go to gelaw.co.uk. They are very humane. Humanist. They're probably not humanist, but they'll treat you like a human being and they'll treat you with respect and they won't be all combative. We're doing a talent show on November the 18th. Send an email to this email address if you want to be part of it. Richard has put up 200 quid. So at the moment, the talent show is sponsored by Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors and Poseidon Safety Management. So thank you to Nick and Zeus because they've put up £201 and a penny. Devon and Cornwall, whole lot safer because of Nick and his team. Nick was a young man, a bit lost, didn't really know where he wanted to go, what he wanted to do, decided to set up a security company and now does his best to make his local area, thank you Catherine, better. Helps out, offers free services to schools and pubs and nurseries that may need it and just wants to make a difference. The talent show on November the 18th, so far sponsored by Poseidon and by Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, abbeycare.co.uk. Specialist Addictions Recovery Clinics. I got clean in the rooms. When they say the rooms, I mean NA. But a lot of people go to recovery centres. I very seriously considered it. When I got clean 16 years ago, very seriously considered it and then didn't. And it is still a possibility this time around. We'll see how things go. And if I did go, I would go here. I would go here because, they very kindly invited me if I wanted to go, and I passed. But I did check it out. And they do the works. They introduce you to the 12 steps, which personally I think is essential in any form of addiction recovery. You get talking therapies, you get group therapy, you get one-on-one, you see a medical doctor. It's all kinds of stuff. Really, really nice grounds as well. Wonderful building. Thoroughly recommend it. If you mention this advert, you get 25% discount. abbeycare.co.uk. It's our last week for now with 34sp.com web hosting with a difference. The difference being, if you use the code TLNA, you will get 3 months web hosting absolutely free. And you might just have a vague idea of something you want to do. Get it for free. Have a tinker around. If at the end of the 3 months you go, I can't be bothered. What have you lost? You've not lost anything. Or this could be the start as we enter lockdown 2. On the rocks. I'm not doing Electric Boogaloo because everyone else does. I'm doing On the Rocks like Arthur too. This could be the start of your side hustle that could become your main hustle. So have a look. It's also we are gonna build a website on there at some point. But also I know some of you are doing podcasts and stuff like that. And podcasts can be hosted by Acast or whoever is hosting it but it's kind of nice to have a website as well that people can go to, that you can then sell your merch from, you can put videos up, you can do all that kind of stuff. So 34sp.com.
It's like the cool clubhouse we never had when we were kids. We can get it now, can't we?
It's our last week with them, so thank you for your support. If you would like to sponsor the show, advertise with the show, sponsor, we can't do the show without these sponsorships. Again, this feeds our kids. Late night alternative at gmail.com. Late night alternative at gmail.com. It's hundreds rather than thousands. We've got a really exciting company. We've got some Japanese music joining us next week.
Very cool.
Some Japanese music is joining us next week. So I would thoroughly recommend coming and getting in touch and having a little chitty chat with us, whether it's like a small thing like a podcast you want us to plug, or if it's a huge multinational corporation, we will do it. We've had a one-man band with Harsh, who was in the room earlier, who's an accountant, doing it on his own, to Viz. It's and everything in between. We've had all of that. So you'll be very, very welcome. And I'll just say this because this is our job. I know times are tough. So if you can't afford any of this, come and watch us for free. Mm-hmm. Come and watch us for free. But if you want to make a donation, as our friend Drew in Australia did today, you can make a donation. I'm going to put the www.paypal.me/Iain Lee. If you want to make a donation, very welcome. Go to that PayPal. You can make a donation. Get split 50-50 between me and Katherine. This is how we feed our kids. This is how we afford leopard skin tops like that. And do you know what that pause was for? I don't know the difference between leopards and tigers, so I have to say a leopard never changes its spots. Leopard.
Yeah.
So that's how I do it.
I don't think I've got a tiger top anymore.
Can we timeline Lino out, please? He's just stirring it in there.
There's a lot of pastry-based bants going on.
It's
getting quite nasty.
It's just stirring it. Thank you.
We don't
Matty.
joke about pies.
You see the speed. Oh, pyjama speed. My eldest hasn't done this to you yet, but he's got this new thing. He goes, Katherine, I've been expecting you. And then he'll go, coincidence? I think not. Pyjama speed. What's your problem? You got a problem, pyjama speed. What is it? Let's do this. I'm just getting the vibe from you, pyjama speed, and maybe I got it wrong because it's hard to tell in the chat. But just you constantly, let me take the word constantly back. You come in from time to time and just chuck a little grenade out, and then when you're questioned on the little grenade, you don't reply anymore, and it just really, Ryan, with respect, I'm 32 years older than you. I can look after myself. With respect, pyjama speed, it really pisses me off. Like the thing you said the other night about the woman who had made the tarot cards, and you said, well, that's actually really dismissive of people who struggled during lockdown. And it wasn't. It wasn't, I didn't think. And I challenged you on it.
Oh, because she said you can get busy or you can give into it, right?
And you just disappeared. And there's a couple of other examples of that. And I just wondered what? I just wondered what? Why? Right, you're getting a timeout yourself, young man. Did you? I don't remember that unless there was an ad break. Yes, I did. And there wasn't an ad break. That sentence doesn't make sense. I don't remember that unless there was an ad break. Well, those two things are irrelevant. I did say that. There wasn't an ad break. I said it for quite a long time. What am I doing? I'm pausing the whole show for one Muppet. Ban. What am I doing? What was I doing then?
Well, you've been holding on to that beef all weekend.
What was I doing then? I just paused the whole show for one pudding in front of 1,176 people.
Yeah.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. What are you doing?
So far, I mean, we're in, how long have we been on now?
Yep.
55 minutes.
Yes, sir.
We've got no unbanned requests. It's Monday.
It's Monday. Let's
See
take
you
this call.
Friday.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Turn your Twitch off.
Oh, sorry. This is my first time doing this.
What, making a phone call?
Yes.
Wow.
What do you think of the new lockdown?
Well, it hasn't started yet.
What do you think of it?
Well, I think the government is trying to control us.
Okay. Thanks very much for your call.
Well, yes, they are trying to control us.
They're trying to stop us spreading germs that kill.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'm glad we agree.
I was just looking for your opinion on it.
Why?
What do you mean why? I was just trying to,
I want your opinion as to why. Was it just an excuse to ring up? Because you don't have to have a, it's not talk radio. It's not a contentious topics night.
Well, no, I was trying to test the water, see what it's all about. Just saw you on the page.
Yes, man.
What's
your name? What is your name, my friend?
Alex.
Alex, a strong name, a powerful name. I like it. Do you really care about? We can talk about it if you want, but I don't think that's what you want to talk about. I don't think you're that
bothered. You seem to sort of go, oh, fair enough, quite quickly. So,
what do you really want to talk about?
Well, to be fair, I don't want to talk about anything. I just wanted to see how you was.
You wanted to see.
Chat.
All right, I tell you, I am. I'm all right. I'm coming back from a relapse around drugs. It's day 15 of being clean for me. I didn't use at the weekend, which is great. I was quite up this morning. I had an AA meeting, and then I had a therapy session, and then I went to the shops to get some cat litter, and then when I came back, I really sank, so I went to bed, and I've been a bit up and down. Then I got up this evening and was buzzing a little bit too much, so I'm up and down. How are you, Catherine?
I'm all right. You got to just ride the waves, haven't you? That's all you can do.
Listen, we only live once. Do you know what I mean? Got to make the most of it.
Yeah.
How are you making the most of it?
Well, listen, I'm sat in bed. I just ate a Chinese. I'm loving life. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, a succulent Chinese meal.
You didn't eat the Chinese in bed, did you, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, you filthy.
No.
Boy.
He's living the dream.
That not Chinese. It's too greasy.
Unfortunately.
You dirty boy.
It's very greasy, yeah, but you know.
So are the pots next to your bed?
They're on the floor now.
Oh, you're an animal, man.
And I kind of like it.
Listen, guys, I'm going to get some dessert, so I'll give you a call in about an hour.
All right, thank you, Alex. Bye-bye.
I look forward to hearing what he has.
I like that.
What do you reckon? He needs something messy. He'll be having blancmange.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, there are certain things that are bed foods and certain things that are... That's a risk, that. He's living by the seat of his greasy pants.
0203 286 6370. It's a real phone-in number. If you're in the UK...
Oh, Sprocket. Don't think so, mate.
What did Sprocket say? Oh, no. Ban. No, ban. We don't use language like that. We don't use language like that.
It's not 1982.
If you're in the UK, 0203 286 6370. It's like a normal rate phone number. So if you got minutes, it'll be included in your minutes. If you are in Britain or anywhere in the world, you can Skype with TLN8. I'm gonna have another look at another phone-in thing because everyone says Skype is too old. Zoom was tricky. Zoom was tricky as a phone-in, but it's not impossible, I don't think. So I'll have a little look. Here we go. Let's go into the C wing.
ADS82 says controversial opinion. There are no bed foods.
Right, we'll come to that. We'll come to that in a minute. Toast obviously is straight away, so that's that. Yes, Sloop.
How you doing, party people?
Christ, the fuck
What are you trying to do?
that?
Blow my mind?
What was that?
Take hands free out.
Yes.
Sorry, Hal. Hold on.
Jesus.
Oh,
Can I hear you?
What was
Hello?
that? Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Oh, God, it's all gone wrong for me now.
Well, I think it went wrong for you quite some time ago. Can you not hear us?
Hear you.
I can see
Right.
up your nose.
Okay, you can call. Yes, you can call back, and we won't answer. That's a shame. Call us back, Sloop. Get it working. We missed a phone call from James. You can call in about anything, but if we're not interested, we won't feign interest.
But also, don't make stuff up. Hello, James.
How's it going?
All right, how are you?
Oh, man. Oh, your hair looks nice, by the way. You done something different to it?
Who? Me?
Oh, sorry. No, Kath.
We both had a wash.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Weekly wash. Lovely.
It's a Monday. It's a Monday.
You're not going to believe what's happened today, guys.
Go on.
Honestly, it's been... So, I didn't smoke all weekend, which was good. I didn't sniff, which I wasn't going to do, but I got through it, and I've gone to work today, and there's a lad there, Chris, and he winds me up to death. He does stuff like he'll be stood there, and he'll walk past, and he'll try and put his bum up your bum or slap you, or
He'll put his thumb up your bum.
I thought you said bum up your bum.
I'm not even joking. It's like, and I turned to him one time. I said, "I'm not playing football. I'm at work." Do you know what I mean? We're not in the locker room messing about. I've never done that anyway. But I just thought, what are you doing? And then
I'm here to tell you, a thumb up the bum is not a bit of bounce between friends.
Well, he keeps doing it, and there's a bit of culture at work there where people come up to you and say, "Oh, fancy a bum." And I don't get it, but they do what they're doing. Anyway, this
Well,
lad
I used to say fancy a bum, and I did say it, and it's a funny sentence. I mean, it's homophobic, but I did say it. So I probably said it at school 30 years ago. I'm trying to think if I would have said it at college, possibly. So 25 years ago. I mean, I asked Kath the other night, just because sometimes you just think, "Oh fuck, I might as well ask," and she didn't.
Well, you might catch me on the day when I can do.
But no, it's inappropriate, and it's homophobic, and it's also sexual harassment, and it's all kinds of all those wrong things that we rightfully.
Why can't they just make you a brew?
You know what I mean? And the worst part is he keeps doing it. And then it's going into other areas where I didn't have an earplug in, and he was like, "Oh, you've got to have PPE in," and he walks around with his headphones under his hat. Anyway, it all got a bit much today, and stuff happened. He came up to me and he
bummed you.
No, he was he was messing about with some lads, and then the person next to me came and put a bag on the head, like a big bin bag thing. And then I turned to him and I just said, "If you're thinking about doing that to me, you'll get hurt." And then it started arguing, and it went
That to me is like, that's a challenge. A challenge accepted. All right, you're getting one on your head.
No. But bin bags on heads.
No.
I mean, that's next level.
Yeah,
that's next level, right?
That's like that fella in the bath, isn't it, in the suitcase?
Yes.
I thought it was attempted murder. Not to be dramatic.
It's bad.
Yeah, but I didn't know what to do, and I think it's when you've not used for a bit. When you've had a lapse and then you've stopped using, it's like your emotions are heightened, and I don't know what it was, but I thought, F it, and I just punched him, and he fell to the floor, and there's cameras all over the way, everywhere, and everyone looked round, and then this lad took me outside, said, calm down, and they've been suspended with pay for now. They're doing an investigation. I've had to tell him what times he touched me and stuff so they can check. But I said to him, I was remorseful. I said, no matter what he's done, I've got no right to put my hands on him like that. That was absolutely wrong. And I felt bad because I don't know what's going on for him. I gave him reasons, but I've got no excuses. But I might have lost my job now. And then lockdown's coming on Thursday. And my hand's killing. My hand's out. I've got a big lump on my knuckle. It's so bad.
So hang on, did you punch him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I punched him, yeah. And it's one of them slidey floors. It was like Hollywood. He fell and then slid for a bit. And then everyone was just like looking around for, oh no, they're going to have a good shift now, gossiping about that. This lad just grabbed me and was like, come outside, come on. And as he was taking me out, he was like, I lied to you, man, you've lost your job now. And the manager's called me and we had a HR asking me for a statement, so I did that. And then he's gone to hospital, he got some stitches in his lip. But they've not called the police or anything, they're doing an investigation. I think I've been sacked, haven't I? What do you reckon?
Not necessarily. How aware were they of this culture of homophobia and inappropriate touching?
Yeah, well, I told the team leader about 2 weeks ago when it first started, and I said, look, this lad keeps doing this, and it's winding me up, and I'm scared that he's going to come and touch me, and then I'll just, like a horse kicking out, I'll just react and smack him, and she was like, no, don't do that. And I didn't name who it was, but then later on she guessed when she was asking me about it again. But nothing formal.
Did she address it?
No, nothing formal was done.
Right,
But I've told them, and there's other people that have, I was off for 2 days the other week, and when I came back, some people were saying, oh, is it because Chris been like this with you? So people are aware that he's for some reason, I'm not even gay. Do you know what I mean? I had a beautiful girlfriend not long ago. Like, I don't get why.
Listen, it wouldn't matter if you were gay. He's not got his rights to put his hands on you or up you. Frankly.
No, definitely not. But I think you can't punch, and I've only just joined, so I'm on probation period. He's been there 3-4 years. I've lost my job, I think.
Quite possibly you have. We don't know for sure. And this lad may come back and see the error of his ways and go, look, actually, I've been out of order. Please, let's keep James and that may happen. But it's quite possible that you have lost. That it's quite possible that your job will be terminated. How bad would that be?
With lockdown on Thursday, it's looking pretty bad. It's going to put me in a vulnerable position, to be honest. You know what I hate about
when you say vulnerable?
Yeah.
What do you mean vulnerable?
Vulnerable as in financially, emotionally, without support, high risk of relapse. I was on the mental health team a long time ago. I'm doing well now, but all these factors, it's just that job was getting me out. It gave me routine. It gave me some purpose for now until the country sorts itself out and I get myself on my feet and do something I want to do. It was just getting me, and it's gone.
No, hang on. Well, the game ain't over yet. Prior to this, how were you doing at work? Were you
smashing it?
Well, you can't smash it. So he's got a history of smashing it.
No.
Oh, he was doing well. He means. I'm so sorry.
I think that they actually. I think they've let you down. Actually, there's a case to say they've let you down by not addressing something before it escalated to the point where you lashed out.
The thing is, a minute before he got punched, he was putting a carry bag over the head of a person working next to me. And
have you told them all of this?
Yeah, I've told him that now after it happened. There was a time he got off a bus once in the morning because we got the same bus, and I was walking up it at 5:30 in the morning, and he turned, stamped his foot, pretending to hit me, joking. It's not funny at 5:30 in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
Have you? You've told them all of this, right?
And I've had to write in a statement.
Okay, well, you might just get a warning. I mean, you might get a warning, you might lose your job. You're kind of guessing the unguessable. You've got absolutely no idea. So the trick is, you just got to kind of ride this one out and see how it goes.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go on.
Google ACAS. They'll give you advice.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So they'll give you impartial advice on your rights, rules, and best practice, right? So they advise employers and employees. But
what if you're on probation? You don't have as many rights, do you?
You've got a right not to have someone stick their thumb up your jacksie.
Yeah.
And also, you flagged it up to them and they let it carry on.
You know what I really hate about this is, like, I didn't realise, at first I was angry, then I calmed, but now I've been home for a while, I've just been thinking, I don't know what's going on for that lad. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I really wish I could hit him.
It's kind of irrelevant.
No, but
if he's behaving like a dick continually,
he's older than me.
But if he's behaving like that continually, what's going on for him private, what may or may not be going on for him privately, is irrelevant to you. It's not your issue.
Because if he'll do it to you, he'll do it to someone else, and he has been doing it to other people. Just you're the first person who's given him, a too hard boundary, but you've drawn the boundary there, and the fact he's been working there for years, and obviously feels comfortable enough to throw his weight around like that.
That's what it is.
They've let you down, actually, whether on probation or not. If I was your employer and this had happened on my watch, I'd be ashamed to death.
Oh, wow.
Have a word with ACAS.
Because I said to one of the managers, the culture there is, one of the managers said to me, like, why didn't you say anything? And I said to him that, what I'm going to do, come up to you and say, I think he's touching my bum. Like, that works.
Also, that's victim blaming, right? Imagine he'd done that to me if I worked there. It would be a different thing, wouldn't it? Just because it's a bloke against another bloke doesn't mean...
I don't know many blokes that take on Kath.
Well, what I'm saying is, he's just like that. He's rough and tumble, goosing you and stuff. He wouldn't do that to a woman because he knows that it's cut and dry, you don't do it, right? Doing it to a man, there's absolutely no defence for it whatsoever, especially when the power dynamic is, he's been working there for ages and you're on probation.
You said dynamic.
Yeah.
You said dynamic instead of dynamic.
Well, the advice is right. ACAS. And also, if I were them, I'd be shitting myself.
James, good luck. Let us know how it goes. You did say dynamic.
Yeah. But he shouldn't have punched him, but he's been driven to it. And they knew about it and didn't stop it.
Can I say one thing?
If you say dynamic one more time.
It's dynamic.
Okay.
And you said dynamic. I just think if you get small things like that wrong, why would anyone listen to the big things? Dear listener, when you can really feel like the tension. You cut the air with a knife. What's going on there? Jeez, sweet Lord. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh, look. He looks like Lino. I know it's not. This is like the actor they would get to play Lino. This is a better looking version. He's bought the same projector as you. Look, he's a stalker.
Well, he's not. You look like you're in the seventh circle of hell.
Imagine if we turned around and he was behind us in the corner.
He's shooting it at the ceiling. Look.
I did. I saw your one. I saw you hold it up, so I went and bought one. £22 from Jeff Bezos.
She said it cost £40.
Mine cost a bit more than that, yeah.
Oh, they were different. Mine's gone up to £28 in the space of 3 days. But there's lots of them on there. But it's really good. I like it.
It's fun times, isn't it?
It is. My daughter's going to be over the moon. And
it doesn't like your house is on fire, mind.
I was trying to go through the colours before you rang me back, and I panicked, and I've just left it on brothel, which I'm not sure brothel is a good look for me. I've got tooth update and cat update. Which one do you want, or neither?
Tooth, please.
It was my 50th birthday a week or so ago, and 2 days before my birthday, I broke a tooth. And on my birthday, my daughter couldn't make it. She was on lockdown, and I had chips and curry sauce on my 50th birthday and sat there on my own with one other person. So I wasn't on my own, was I?
Right, yeah, exactly. The story takes a dramatic twist at the end with the last three words. One other person. I was on my own on my 50th birthday, curry and chips, daughter, one other person. So
most of the day I was on my own, and then they come over and got Chinese and then left after.
It sounds like you had a great time. What are you whinging about?
Precisely. Shall I move on to cat?
Yes.
You're right. Flea-ridden moggies. I've got Black Betty. She's fat and she's covered in fleas. That's it. Yes. And I can't get the fleas off of her. And I got 5 flea bites on my bum, and I scratched it with a back scratcher. I scratched it too much and it got infected. That's the kind of life I lead.
Got cat blood on my bed from where George has been scratching so much that he bleeds.
Blimey.
Or the fleas bite him and they live. But it's horrible. And I've got flea stuff is so expensive, and I hate it.
Well, I bought the flea stuff. It just doesn't work. Betty goes out, gets riddled with fleas and worms, comes back in and gives it to the others.
We haven't had worms yet. We haven't had worms on a cat for years.
I'm assuming she's got worms because she's fat and her twin sister is not fat.
Oh, hang on.
Is she eating her twin sister's dinners?
Well, no, hang on. If they're thin, they've got worms.
Are they? I thought when they were bloated. Maybe I should.
I thought it's if they were thin, they got worms because the worms are eating all the food in the gut, so they keep eating because they're always hungry. But the worms eat it. That's what I thought.
Oh, don't know.
But anyway, you have worms coming out their bum, don't you?
I'll give her a squeeze like a bagpipe.
Yeah, see what comes out. What a disgusting...
I will do. I shall let you know.
Thank you. Goodbye. What a disgusting image.
And that's why he only had one person at his birthday.
Yeah. Lino says Christo would kill for worm talk. Odie says, we wormed our cat once, and the cat threw up a bit later, and there was a mound of moving worms. It was horrible.
Sweet Lord.
David, thank you for the sub. Time Terrapin, thank you for the bits. What are we waiting for?
She's there.
I know she's there.
What's going on,
She's wearing
Amy?
the same
Amy,
onesie as
Amy?
my 8-year-old.
The camera's working.
Yay.
Kind of.
Oh.
This is 3 weeks after Amy tried to do a quiz on Skype and got very, very pissy in the mod chat. How dare you? Very pissy in the mod chat. I thought she was going to hand in her sword. But she's finally got it. I'm talking! Shut up!
She'll never hand that sword in. You'll have to wrestle it from her cold, dead, perfectly manicured hands.
Finally got it working. Why is it like every... You get it refreshes like every 3 seconds.
I think this may be the Amy Bot 2000.
This is what like Bluey's used to be like in the old days. You know, when you'd like give your credit card details and stuff like that, and it would just be.
God. It was just like that.
What is that? Hello. Flipping heck, man. Hello.
Amy, what's going on?
Every 3 seconds was optimistic. Hello.
Amy's turned into a flick book. Oh, well.
This is what we're seeing, guys. Hello. Does she know we're still here? Why can we see a knee? What the Hello?
Hello? Poor connection. No kidding.
Okie dokie. It's tough to call that stuff out. There was, only happened a couple of times at Talk. And you'll know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
But there was someone who would touch me in a way that made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Only happened like 3 times, maybe. And I hated it. And I knew the person. And I couldn't say to the person, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I said I wasn't going to go and make a complaint about it, but it made me uncomfortable and I didn't like it.
Exactly. And it's the slow drip, drip, drip of, your tolerance for it, right? Because it's happened to me before, and it wasn't necessarily touching, it was just like space invasion. Very tall man would make a beeline for me, exclude everyone else, get me on my own, and I would feel strange and uncomfortable, and I knew that he thought it was something that I knew it wasn't. And I'm trying to be polite to this older gentleman who is, who is isolating me from everyone else. Everyone else thought it was hilarious because it was so obvious that he fancied me. And I just didn't want to be in that situation at all. Did I report it? No, because I spent the whole time trying to avoid it or trying to get out of it. And when it was, and I would tell people about it and go, right, I'm going to disappear. If I knew it was coming, I'm going to disappear. And they let me do that, and no one took the extra thing. But I suppose, cut and dry, like the bosses there with our caller before, why didn't you complain about it? Because I'm trying to convince myself that I must be reading too much into it, that I feel weird, but how do I express how someone is making me feel when what they are doing seems pretty innocent, really? You know, it's horrible. It's really horrible. It's horrible. And I can see myself having been put in a situation where I might have had to punch someone to get away, but maybe it's different when it's a small woman and a big man. When it's two men, it shouldn't be any different. It shouldn't be any different, and they should have sorted it out at that first complaint. But it seems like it wasn't taken seriously from what we heard, and we've only heard one side of it.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can Skype in from anywhere in the world, TLNA. Amy, who just tried to call us, said, my battery died.
Oh,
that wasn't
what, your battery or your computers?
That wasn't a battery dying thing. We got 1,269 viewers. We are on the front page. I just had a look around. We've got about a third of the viewers that Dan TDM has got. I'll take that.
That's brilliant.
I will take that. A third of the viewers of Dan TDM. Thank you. If you are new here, this is a nightly phone-in show, right? And it's not like Nick Ferrari or, you know, those boring phone-in shows. Why don't you give us a call and tell us what you think about Brexit? No. We just sit here and dick around. It's been a little bit heavy tonight, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. You can phone in now and tell me that you won £1 million playing poker with a copper or something. You can phone in about anything. There's no agenda. It's just me. I'm a Celebrity a few years ago. Katherine is a trained BBC journalist and presenter and producer, and we've been mates for about 8 years, and we just sit and talk bollocks and play silly games. You're welcome to call in about absolutely anything. If we're not interested, we're not going to pretend we're interested, you know, but
likewise, if you're going to ring up to talk about something, be prepared to hear the answer, because sometimes people ring up and it's just an excuse, and it's quite obvious it's just an excuse. But also, we don't just do now caller, please do a monologue. We will ask you questions about it and we'll try to engage, and some people don't like that, do they?
If you're new here, click follow. That's all we can do. All we can ask for you. That would really support us. Click follow. It's free. And we are here 5 nights a week, 3 hours a night. Sometimes we do a bit more. Sometimes I do some streaming in the day with kind of games and stuff. I do gamey stuff in the day. If you want to subscribe, then you can. If you can connect, if you've got Amazon Prime, you can connect it to your Twitch and you can subscribe to us for free. Or there are tiers 1, 2, and 3. We're into a new month now, so at some point in the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing a tier 3 production meeting where you get to come and join me and Katherine on Zoom. It won't be on Twitch. And we have a chat and we have a laugh for about 45 minutes, and it's a bit fun and it's very silly, and you can put forward your ideas for the show. And then we upload it to YouTube and stuff. You can chuck bits at us. You can the little chat box where you type in your chat, to the right of it, there is a little kind of diamond that's black on the top and white on the bottom. If you click on that, thank you, Sulamagnus, for the sub. If you click on that little diamond, you can chuck bits, you can cheer. And that's another way of giving us money. And I think 100 bits is about £1. It's something like that. And we split the money 50-50. If you don't want to do that, I'm putting a link in the chat. PayPal.me/Iain Lee. That's it, Roscoe, just like that. And thank you, Mr. Coote.
Thank you.
If you want to donate directly to us, you can do. The money gets split 50-50. This is our job. This is how we feed our kids. This is how we pay our bills. This is how we buy our diamonds and our expensive wines flown in from France and Australia. Kev says, I prefer the Twitch show more than the talk show, more chilled. I Private conversation. I was just saying to Catherine that I am talking to a producer at a small radio station tomorrow about the possibility of maybe doing something. I think the opportunity might have gone. I only arranged it today, and I meant to mention it when Kath came round, and I didn't. And so I just mentioned it just then.
And I'm livid, obviously.
Well, that's the way it goes. I think the opportunity has kind of gone, and it's not. So
Have the conversation.
Exactly. Have the conversation. Right, we missed some calls. So we missed Stuber and we missed Amy. So let's go to Stu.
There's one that gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I know. No Corova Milkman. It's not Radio Norfolk, but I would take it.
Hello.
Got a problem with that? Hello, Stu. Turn your Twitch stream off, Stu.
I just have.
There we go. Beautiful. How can we help you, sir?
Oh, I was just pootling around with Skype, and there was an option to say hi.
Hello.
Which I thought was just to make contact, and I thought, I'll call back another time. I've been putting this off for years, Mr. Lee.
Come on, do it. Let's do it.
What, the long-term listener, first-time caller?
I haven't got the bell because I forgot to set the bells up. I was going to set the bells up and I forgot. Dan, thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you. I found your alternate gavel in that bag, like a crappy plastic thing.
Yeah.
Terrible. Stu, you've done it, my friend. You've called. We're speaking. This is happening. This is real. What you got for us?
I've got shakes. I'm super nervous. Well, I initially wanted to make contact because last week I was watching the show and for some reason I wasn't getting adverts. And I was checking through on the app on Saturday, my notifications, and someone was kind enough to give me a sub.
There's some good people out there.
And I never feel like I'm fast enough on the typing to do the chat thing. So I thought I'd
thank
call
you,
in and
whoever
thank
did that. There are some very Do you know who it was, or did you miss that?
Hang on. Let me just bring up the app. I should be able to
There are
find
some
it.
very nice people out there, and thank you to everyone that not only gets subs for themselves but gifts subs. It's a very kind, very generous thing to do. 500 bits from Wheels United. Thank you. Keep up the great work and keep streaming. Keep screaming. My God. Thank you,
hang
Wheels.
Where's the Twitch thing?
Oh God, I don't know. Don't ask me how to work
No,
the app. I can't do it.
I think it says a lot about your community, really. Such kind people.
Got a dead leg. Hang on. Classy says, someone subbed me too. Well, you ain't got a logo by your name, so I don't think so. It doesn't matter.
Hang on.
Cats and burns.
It's very hard to operate this.
I don't know if it will show you who gifted you.
Yes.
It shows in the chat, doesn't it, when it first happens?
It's in the. I didn't notice when it first happened. I'm watching on a PlayStation and I have the option to sort of remove the chat. So I got you in full screen on 1080p. Hang on.
I know we look like someone just posted a picture. I think it was Kai of us on like a big telly. It looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's because we're using a Nokia Lumix GH5. Coming at you in. It's not quite 4K, but we're coming at you in something. I don't think it's 60 FPS either, but we're coming at you in something.
So the kind soul that gifted me a sub is Andrea B.
Oh, Andrea
B.
So shout out to them.
Big up the Andrea B. Well, there you go. That's really nice. There are some nice people here.
Absolutely.
What can we do for you, Stu? You've thanked the lovely kind soul. Is there anything going on in your life that you want to chat to us about?
There's not a lot going on in my life at the moment. I lost my job in June.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I've had long-term anxiety and depression issues. And, well, I think you were saying at the time when this all started that some people were kind of predisposed to lockdown, and I took pretty well to the lockdown. I just didn't take so well to working in the supermarket.
Yeah.
So, and as the chap who was calling earlier about possibly losing his job and about the knock-on effects of that, I found it kind of detrimental to my mental health and my physical health. I always used to sort of exercise a lot. I was always mindful of the fact that a bit of sunshine and some trees does you the world of good. And since June, I've kind of done not a lot. So this show's kind of given me a nice little window onto the world.
Oh God! Well, the window is distorted.
I mean, God, it needs a good wipe from time to time.
Fractured, and God, I hope the world isn't anything like this. It's tough, man.
The world needs a bit of wonk from time to time.
We need a bit of wonk, but it's tough. This is a really crappy time, and someone who and I won't say their name on here. Someone who Katherine and I know, and who has been, who someone and I know, and who I have always thought as a very, kind of strong, focused, determined, stoical guy, and he's been struggling a bit. He's been struggling a bit. And we had a little chat on the phone the other day, and he apologised for not helping me with the drugs and stuff like that. And I said, it's not your fault, it's my fault. How are things going for you? And he told me, and it was a real surprise. And it just made me think, God, this is a tough time for almost everybody. This is for almost everybody. There'll be some people thriving. There'll be some people that this is it. This is what they were trained for. I suspect there will be very rich people. Not all rich people will be thriving. Some will be struggling. But, it's a really horrible, weird time in human history.
It magnifies everything, and we've all got more time to think than probably is good for us at this point. So it depends on how equipped you are to deal with stuff that you've probably been able to put off or distract yourself from with, the before times, being able to go out, being able to go and do other things, and having the concentration and morale to do it. I'll tell you something, Stu, I haven't really read a book properly for about 6 months. I can't concentrate. My head goes all over the place. What can you do about it? I've just got to allow it.
Yeah.
It's a
passing thing, isn't it?
Yeah. If I worry about it, it's not going to make it any better. Just notice it.
Yeah.
Notice it and try and do something different. So I feel for you. I'm sorry what happened with your job. And, we had a little taste of it earlier in the year, and it's frightening how much of ourselves we pour into our jobs, isn't it? And how much of our own self-esteem is locked in with what we do for a living.
Hang in there, Stu, and keep in touch. You've broken your duck. You can call in any time.
Oh, thank you kindly.
It's nice to hear your voice.
Look after yourself, man.
And yours. Thank you.
Take care.
Tatty bye. Tatty bye. Right, let's try Amy again.
Here we go. This is going to be the call of all calls.
It's not. It's going to be embarrassing. More viewers than Felicia Day. I don't know who Felicia Day is, but we're licking her ass.
Oh no, don't.
Here we go. I mean, Jesus. Hello, Amy.
Yes, hello.
Right, we can't.
Yeah, there she is. What's that?
That was my hair up. It looks awful.
Didn't look awful. Look cute. What's going on with you, Amy?
Well, I've got my camera working.
Yay!
And I'm plugged in, so it's not going to die.
RJ Ethorpe, thank you for the 1,000 bits.
It's
Very
appreciated.
kind. Thank you.
And so that means I'll be ready for the quiz on Thursday.
Jesus, it's taken her a month.
This better be good, Amy. It's anticipation.
I know. Are you excited?
I don't think that's the feeling.
Do you want to play the? Do you want to play? Do you want to play the yes no game?
If you want to.
You sure?
I'm up for it.
Well, I don't know if you are up for it or not.
Well, that's why I've called in.
So you want to play it?
For sure.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Who's going first?
You can go first.
Do you want to go first?
I don't mind.
Well, I don't mind going first, but you, or do you want to go first?
Up to you.
Well, you decide.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. I'm going first.
Right.
Sorry?
You're going first.
Am I?
I thought you started.
I've started.
Oh, okay, good.
Right.
Excellent.
So I'm going first.
I thought so.
Well, go on then.
Okay.
Right, hang on, I'm confused. Am I Am I the challenger or the challenged?
You're going first.
Right, so you're asking me questions.
Okay, so what's the topic?
Do you know how to play the game?
I do.
Okay, well then do it.
Okay, so do you like roller coasters?
Corolla coasters?
Roller coasters.
You said Corolla coasters.
Okay. I meant roller coasters.
Well, you said Corolla coasters.
Don't look at me. I'm not
Apologies. I meant roller coasters.
I'm not a fan.
Are you scared of heights?
I don't like them.
Would you ever do a bungee jump?
I've done a bungee jump.
Have you?
When I was on I'm a Celebrity. Did you not see it?
I think I did. No, you didn't have to jump out the helicopter.
I didn't jump out of the helicopter, but when I was on the Balsa Wood aeroplane, I was told to jump and grab a star. Did you see it?
Did you just say no?
I might have missed it.
Who said it?
I think Amy said it.
Did she say it? She said it! She said it! Amy's out.
She said no, I don't think I did.
So I beat you.
Although, I have to say...
YouTube says different.
YouTube says different. The chat in Twitch says you got beats and licks.
I heard it through your headphones. I have to say, though, very impressive. You can tell you deal with customers. Because she's excellent. Yeah.
Why?
Because you're excellent at arguing without it being an obvious argument.
Do you know what it is? It's because when I have to deal with them, it's not on a normal, what I say, customer level. It's without being blowing my own trumpet. I am right because it's health and safety. I don't know what they want me to say.
So there's no argument required. They just need to do as they're told.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing now?
I'm loving it.
Are you flexing? Are you flexing?
I'm doing it. Do you want to go again?
If you are.
Right, I'll stay here this time. I was just going to get my belt.
Hang on a minute. We haven't started.
Let me close the door.
Why? She's going to get a stooge in that looks almost identical to her.
She's putting all the yeses and nos in a box.
No, this is my twin.
Oh, she said no! 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 She said no!
She did.
Stay away! Whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam. Whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam. Black Betty had a bam, bam-a-lam. The damn thing won't jam, bam-a-lam. Whoa, Black Betty,
Chalford,
bam-a-lam.
Chalford, you know this game. As soon as it's on, it's on.
It's on. It's on, baby. It's on.
I didn't think we started.
Mate, as soon as you phoned up for that
started.
first round,
Oh, I see.
we started, and you were playing it cool. Don't give me that bullshit.
As soon as your hair came down, we knew it was on. That was like you taking your earrings out.
Yeah, let me give you a freebie. Roger says Amy was destroyed, except he missed out the O.
Destroyed.
So Roger was destroyed.
He was punned.
Punned. Whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam. Whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam. Black Betty had a bam, bam-a-lam. I enjoyed that. Thanks, Amy. I'm glad you managed to get through. Bye.
Oh.
Gandolfini. Should we listen to their voice message with the volume down so no one can hear it?
Yeah.
We can play that.
Yeah, I mean, that voice is as close to brown noise as we're going to get.
This is your boy, C-O-R-P-S-E, Corpse.
Why is he spelling corpse?
Answer if it's okay to call. Nothing more. Bye. Peace.
I don't know why he's talking like this.
We're going to find out.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hello.
We can go deeper than you can.
Why are we all talking like this?
I got my acid reflux kicking in again.
Is ass reflux?
Acid, I'm hoping.
Yeah, sounds like he's having a dump, and he said ass reflex. Okay.
I hope I got
Drink
one.
milk. I found that was the only thing that helped when I was pregnant. I had
Work it out with
terrible
a
acid
pencil.
reflux. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed often that if it's very heavy with fats and
Fats and smalls. Can I ask you a question? Is this Roger Moore?
No.
Could you say the name's Bond, James Bond?
James Bond. Who you mean the actor?
Yes, the actor James Bond. Yes.
Sean Connery, because he died recently, so that's pretty sad.
That's what they say. I haven't seen the body.
Yeah, of course. Everybody claims everything online.
Everybody claims everything online.
Yeah. Now I've lost my YouTube channel and SoundCloud.
He's doing.
Feels like someone's burping in my ear.
He's doing a pastiche of a famous stringer called Corpse Husband or something.
That's how it is.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No, you're doing a thing.
No, I'm not. You can ask my friends.
Where are they?
Well, Felix is in Italy, I think, at the moment. The PewDiePie.
Oh, come on.
But here's the thing. Now it's confusing because James Bond has a friend called Felix.
Yeah, Felix Writer? No. I won't have anyone doing that in my ear.
Everybody's
go on.
Always roasting me about my voice, but that's how it is.
Yeah, they're roasting about your
Have
ass
you got
as
any
well.
pants on the way you're talking? Sounds like you're settling in for the night, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm trying. Always.
How can we help you then, sir?
Nothing really. I just wanted to talk.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, I think you have done that beautifully. Thank you so much for your time.
Now wash your hands.
0203 286 6370. Hey, I keep forgetting I've got. It's sponsor time. We're all feeling fine with the sponsor time. It's sponsor time.
Yeah.
Sponsor time. We couldn't do this show without our sponsors. It's our last week with the team at 34sp.com. Thank you so much, Stuart and everybody. We hope we've done you proud. Web hosting with a smile. Are they smiling? I don't know. But you know what? It doesn't actually matter. The smile's irrelevant. What's relevant is you get 3 months free web hosting with the code TLNA, the late night alternative. You see, TLNA. That is what it's all about. They are ethical. They don't kill any of their employees.
No.
And they could.
They send them pizza.
With poison on.
Wow.
Novichok pizza, please. I'm off chocolate and fizzy pop this month. Just I thought, I hate my body. I ought to do something. So that's what I'm doing. It's irrelevant to 34sp.com. We bought the latenighalternative.com. You can buy domain names there. It's always fun buying domain names.
The name game. Shirley for Furley.
Joss says 34sp, a great Manchester, my friend, the finest. Yeah. Manchester. It's 34sp.com. Poseidon Safety Management. I meant to get a picture of Sean Connery because he died. Oh, look at my face.
Oh, yeah, look. Looks like a funny mask. Poseidon Safety Management, the largest suppliers of guard dogs in Devon and Cornwall. They also are the supplier of... sorry, am I boring you?
Yeah.
A completely standalone security system you can stick in a field and it will work by itself, like sort of CCTV type thing. It powers itself. They do that as well. They're also brilliant. They recruit from the local area so they know what's what. And they care about the local area, of course, because they live there. Poseidon Safety Management. Man guarding, guard dogs, mobile patrols.
Good evening, Poseidon Security Control. Can I take your details?
Yes, this is Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle on the Late Night Alternative. We're doing the advert for Poseidon, and we just want to know, what is Nick really like to work with?
Unfortunately, so you've come through to out of hours emergency support. If you'd like to talk to someone in press, it'd be best to call back tomorrow during business hours.
Yes, my name is Katherine Boyle.
No, it isn't.
Shut up. My name is Katherine Boyle, and I'm really sorry for disturbing you, and you provide an excellent service. Thank you.
Okay, take care, sir.
Bye-bye.
She is so pissed off with me.
You,
apparently.
with Katherine Boyle. Don't worry. Get these guys to do it.
Gregorian Emerson family law. If you're getting divorced, they will not make it any more dramatic than it already is, and they certainly will not stoke things up.
Because they're pussies.
No, because they recognise the fact that you're still a family,
They're
right?
pussies.
They don't want you to fall out. It's not in your interest. It's not in the kids' interest. So Gregorian Emerson family law solicitors, if it's happening to you, it sucks. They will not make it any more sucky.
Speaking of sucky, Abbey Care.
Yeah.
Specialist addictions recovery clinics, clinics in Glasgow and Gloucester over 15 years. Different options of payment. You mentioned this advert. You get 25% discount. A lot of drug relapses are happening. A lot of people are developing drinking problems because they've been at home for so long. We were talking about this. That you know, whereas you might have a bottle of wine every other night, so you're doing it every night, and then maybe it's 2 bottles. And some people are actually finding that the thought of going back to work and not drinking is problematic. Anyway, there's a lot of issues going on. Mental health is in a terrible, terrible state for so many people, and a lot of people are kind of falling on addictions and things like that. Abbey Care is great. They cover all of the addictions, all of them: the drinking, the drugging, the sexing, the gambling, the eating, the shopping, all of it, the body issues. It's all there. It's a residential thing, 2 to 4 weeks generally, maybe a little bit longer. If you've got insurance, that might cover it. There are payment plans, and it's a good treatment place. And I thoroughly recommend it. Thoroughly recommend it. Yes. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. The late night alternative.
If you want to give us a ring, feel free.
There's the number. You can call in about absolutely anything. We have no agenda. Scrunchy, if you're asking is there any recovery in London for free? Yeah, man. NA meetings are the place to go. Oh, we're going to see the Egyptian toilet.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, shit. You're a troll.
No, I'm not a troll. Well, I don't mean to be a troll.
This is pyjama speed.
Oh, mate.
Shit, you're a troll. I've blocked you.
I know you blocked me.
Shit, man. This is awful. She's a troll.
Well, no.
She's trolling us now.
I'm not trolling you now, Ian. I'm not.
This is awful. Catherine.
Whoa, no, don't put this on me.
My microphone doesn't work.
Oh, come on.
My microphone doesn't work.
This is your chance to sort things out.
From this end, I can hear you.
Well, where did it go? Where did it start to go wrong?
I think, as you said tonight, when you had your guest on Friday, and your guest was talking about how the whole lockdown corona thing was a time, you could find new opportunities and reassess and do positive things. I remember feeling this little sort of flash of, I guess, anger because I wasn't in that place where I could see it. So I probably engaged fingers before holding my tongue a bit and thinking, that's a perfectly reasonable statement to make if she's in that place and is fine with that. Then good, that's good. And for a lot of people, if you can feel like that, that's great. But I didn't hear you call me out on it. And if you had, I would have attempted to explain my feelings about it.
Well done for calling in tonight. Was it uncomfortable calling in?
Yeah, I feel quite uncomfortable and nervous, to be honest.
Well, I'm sorry that I've made you... I'm sorry if you are feeling uncomfortable and that has been encouraged by things that I've said. I'm really sorry. I didn't realise it was you.
Yeah, it was me.
I didn't realise it was you.
I think I was a little bit upset to be banned from the chat. But what you said was fair enough because it wasn't a very nice thing for me to say. And I didn't actually hear the end of her interview because I think I went off to the loo and made a cup of tea and thought, I'm not ready to hear this at the moment, so I'll come back. So unless that's when you were speaking to me to call me out and I wasn't responding, because I would have done. But I was more upset that you said that I quite often did it when you banned me.
There was something else you did the other week that annoyed me, but I don't know what it was. I like you.
If you'd have realised it was her, you would have given her the benefit of the
If
doubt,
I
right?
realised it you, I would have read it differently. I did not make the connection it was you, and in my head it was just some arsehole bloke that was causing a little bit of a ruckus. By the way, I'm glad we're having this conversation, and it's all going to be cool at the end of it.
Yeah, so am I.
It's all going to be cool at the end of it, okay? And it's good that we're having this conversation. And boy, oh boy, you watching this? Are you feeling uncomfortable? Fantastic.
I think that we
This
can
is
get
Brighton all over again.
I know that we can get quite defensive when we feel like someone is suggesting that we are not helping people who are struggling, because as you know, our history is that we don't behave like that, right?
Yeah.
It may have been that. We're in a strange place ourselves at the moment. Oh, man, if we'd have known it was you...
Well, I didn't cover myself in glory, did I, when you had that guest on? And I am sorry for doing that. And I hope that if she went back and watched it, I hope she didn't feel bad.
Here's the thing. Nina makes a great point. Here's the lesson, right? The chat can really give the wrong impression. And we talked 6 weeks ago about not having the chat. All subtlety, all nuance is gone in the chat. And because of Twitter and because of where my head is at in terms of feeling very low self-esteem, and this is why the drugs are there and all of that, I am... If a comment can be read either way, either positive or negative, I'm reading it as negative.
Yeah.
It's falling straight into the negative side. My brain is not allowing any opportunity. Wow, people are saying we should ban you. No, they're not. They're not.
Banned.
Joe says that ban hammer does have a bit of a hair trigger sometimes.
Well, sometimes...
Which is our prerogative.
Yeah, well, sometimes if we're trying to build something on the stream and then we can see someone kind of heckling, and that's sometimes how it feels, isn't it? Kind of heckling. The easiest thing for us to do is to eliminate that from our vision. And so, yeah, sometimes the ban hammer does get wielded. But, oh man, if we'd have known it was you, we would have known that it didn't come from a...
earlier.
No, we would have known that your heart's in the right place, and we would have realised that it was just...
I'm really sorry, and you have taught me a lesson that I need to be perhaps a little... No, let me take the perhaps out because that qualifies it. I need to be more open to what is said in the chat. And I'm really sorry. But we can't unban you until Friday.
We can.
We can't.
Come on.
We can't.
Come on.
I'll miss being at... Because when you're banned, you can't see the chat at all.
Oh, can you not?
Oh, come on. Let her back in.
So that would be a bit of... I'd missed that before Friday. But
if she floats, she's a witch, says Crom Crouch.
Sorry?
How do I get her back?
If she floats, she's a witch.
What, in water or just in the air?
In water. Scrunchy says unban.
Yeah.
Beer Tap says, how long has this channel been up? I really like Iain Lee, but Twitch viewers are toxic. How do they not get banned? Don't know what that means.
Generally, this chat is pretty cool. So
make another account with a moustache. It's the thing. Friday is unbanned day. You're getting unbanned. Of course, you're getting unbanned. And hang on a minute. So, hang on. Pajama Speed. Is there an underscore?
Pajama_speed. Yeah.
Oh, I'm really sorry, and I feel this has changed. Our relationship.
Well, it doesn't have to. It's a reminder to me also that maybe I should have just gone and made that cup of tea and not written anything at all and come back in 10 minutes and, because you're not going to... There was no reason for me to say that, really.
No, but you just felt relaxed enough to this is the thing, you were talking to each other.
It was just... There was no need for it, and so I have to accept a degree of responsibility for that. But the thing that did upset me was that you thought I'd done it all the time, and
there was another comment.
I'd like to know what it was.
No, I don't know what it was. There was another comment.
But it must have just landed at the worst possible time.
Yeah, and I can't think what it is, which is not helpful.
I don't think it was related to the April.
No, it was a
Right.
different day. It was a different day. I'm really sorry. I feel really uncomfortable, but that's quite exciting. To feel. Where else? What other stream? What are you watching, kids? Where one of the hosts feels uncomfortable? I don't think there's any. So we'll have that. I think you're fab, and I'm really sorry. And I've made you a VIP to apologise. You're VIP.
God.
Stand up and be counted, as one of the... Gemma says she's sorry and she has lovely drapes. I think that means curtains in American.
I hope that's what she means.
God, I hope so. Thanks for calling in. That must have been tough. And I would quite have understood if you'd have just gone, fuck these idiots, and gone to Dan TDM or something. So thank you.
Well, it was weird, but it wasn't awful. I just kind of wanted to kind of understand it, and I thought if you leave me banned, then you leave me banned. So
well, that's it. I thank you for giving me the chance to explain myself and realising that I had made a mistake. And I made a mistake, and I'm sorry for making a mistake.
It's good to be back.
VIP styling, baby. Thank you, Sarah. I'm really sorry.
It's all right. Don't worry. Take care. Have a good evening.
Up your bum.
Do you know what else I'm glad about?
Yeah.
That she didn't nurse it all week and feel upset all week, and that she rang us up.
Yeah, that's what that says. Okay. You didn't come across rude, Gandolfini. I enjoyed that. There you go. I feel terrible. I don't feel terrible. I feel uncomfortable. Again, where else online or on radio are you going to get someone feeling uncomfortable?
Yeah.
And taking it and feeling it. This is the thing I'm learning to do, is to sit with my feelings.
Oh, look, Reapers has given her a tier 2 sub.
Well, I gave her a VIP. I'm going to ban Reapers. I'm going to ban Reapers. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Well, that lesson, I hope she's learnt her lesson. Hopefully she won't be doing that again. I don't get it right every time.
No.
I in my defence, I'm particularly fragile at the moment. But I got it wrong.
Yeah, but you got the chance to put it right. And
Thank you. I'm
we
glad
had
I
that.
did.
Yeah.
0203 286 6370. We missed Alistair, calling him back.
Here we go.
Random question, Ian. Do you like video games, arcades? Yeah, of course I do. I'm tempted to get the Oculus Quest out in a bit and play that.
I'm not playing that spooky game again.
Play it.
No, I don't like it.
I've got Star Trek. You're on the bridge of the Star Trek ship.
It's things jumping at me.
Star Trek Enterprise.
Things jumping out at me in the dark.
No, it's Star Trek. Star Trek, the TIE Fighter. No. Hello, Alistair.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Katherine.
Oh, is this a phone? This is a phone call.
Greetings, Alistair.
Yeah, it is tonight.
Okay.
You look absolutely wonderful, both of you.
Thanking you, sir. Thanking you. Appreciate
that. I just wanted to say I've had a very good day today.
Good.
Because, one of the things, I told you about the counselling thing that I went and it was closed.
Oh, yeah.
So they rang.
In Scunthorpe.
They left I didn't get the call, but they left a message to say, "Oh, we're ringing you up to rearrange the appointment you missed." So I thought, all right, okay. So I rang them back.
Hang on, the appointment you missed, the appointment they cancelled without telling you, surely?
Well, this is what happened, apparently.
Oh, here we go.
I rang them back and said, well, Jill, her name wasn't Jill, I won't give her real name. But Jill, but I went and, it said closed on the door. But yeah, I would like her to rearrange the appointment. She said, "Oh, were you not? Did no one explain the procedure to you?"
Oh God.
That was a procedure.
And I said, "Well, no, not really." She said, "Well, you're supposed to knock on the door."
Why would they not put a sign? Why would they not put a sign on the door saying,
"Please knock and
if
wait"?
If you've got an appointment, please knock.
That would have been helpful, but I admit I didn't knock. I just tried the door and it was They were definitely closed. So
Thank you, Anne.
So I've got my appointment tomorrow at 2:00. Counselling assessment session. Can we help? So I'm very pleased about that.
Well, that's good. That's something. All right. Well, that's okay. So there was a mix-up, and and that's lousy. But it's been sorted out, and you're moving forward.
That's right.
Great. That's brilliant. Well done.
So and then I made Catherine, I made a vegetable soup, homemade vegetable soup for myself today.
Get you.
With sweet potatoes, butternut scotch, carrots, mushrooms, and something else.
Nice.
And
how was it? I always find it a lot more satisfying when you...
Cream of some young guy.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a lot more satisfying when you made it yourself. But now I've said that, that sounds weird.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Stop it.
I'm imagining you jacking off some young guy.
I mean, this
soup
is tribunal stuff,
while he watches licking his lips.
I would say you need to get out more, but it's probably best you don't.
What a kitchen!
All right,
Kath's
we're done.
Kitchen.
All right, we're
Kath's
over.
Horny Kitchen.
We're done.
Coming to Twitch very, very soon. Very soon. Cock-a-leaky.
You're right.
It did a bit actually. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did a bit.
You're actually disgusting.
I'm not the one wanking off some strange young man in Alistair's kitchen for his lunch. I'm not the one doing
Ian,
that.
Ian, stop talking about masturbation, please.
Okay. Let's talk about cooking, actually, but yeah.
It tasted great, Catherine, by the way. So very pleased. And I chaired the meeting tonight.
Lovely.
Which went very well. And just to say, Ian, that I think through the steps that I do, the 12-step program that Alcoholics Anonymous do, I'm starting to learn to forgive myself, like a lot more often.
There we go.
And the effect of that is that my self-esteem is just is up. It's just
brilliant.
I'm not punishing myself about past events so much, and it really feels very, very good.
That's it. This is what the steps offer us: freedom from addiction and the shame. Superfly Guy is about to get banned. Superfly Guy says, "You're no example to chat, Iain Lee. If said any of that last few mins, we'd be banned."
Can I explain why?
Go on, Catherine.
I've known Iain Lee for 8 years. We've seen each other through thick and thin. We've seen each other through 2 jobs, a divorce, countless dramas. There's pretty much nothing that he could say that would shock me and vice versa. You, on the other hand, I don't know. That's why you'd get banned.
Thank you, Superfly.
Any more
Guys
questions?
at 007. Well done, Alistair. It's I did 2 meetings today. I did AA and NA.
Brilliant.
And I was just sat upstairs at about 10 to 6 this evening reading, but just feeling not quite right. And Kath was going to be here a little bit later than normal, and I thought, I'll go and do a meeting. Let me go and do a meeting. Put down this book.
Scrunchy's asking about NA meetings.
Yeah,
the
go
Zoom
and
ones,
do a meeting. And I did. And what you type in, Scrunchy, virtual NA meetings, right? And what comes up is this. Alistair, am I allowed to show the website, Alistair, do you think? I don't know what the rules are. I think I am.
I know you mean.
Yeah, like with the meetings.
Well, of course, it's a public document.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Of course it is. Thank you. For some reason, I just felt a little bit, I wasn't sure if I would. So, you type in virtual NA, and that takes you to this website. And this is nuts, right? And this has saved my life. And screen. And so it says, find a meeting, click here. So this is NA, not AA. And it's meetings. All the meetings are listed, sorted by language and day of the week. The meeting times are based on la, 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 la. So it just loads up. You give it a minute. Give it a minute. And it loads up. And then look, we've got Monday and meeting starting. So it's at midnight. So it's got UK time. So it's at midnight UK time. and it's all these just different meetings. Philadelphia, PA, Waterville, Santa Clarita. There's British ones on here as well. Madison, Portland, like Borderline, Waco. All these different meetings. So the time it starts 1 a.m. Look, I mean, we're all the way down the page. It's
And
only
there'll
at 1
be an
a.m., 3
AA
a.m.
version of this, won't there?
I don't know if there is an AA version of this, being completely honest. Anyway, you go on there, it gives you the details. There's one in Sydney, all of that, and you just click on a meeting and just go and join a Zoom meeting, and it's flipping great. And I was in a meeting in America at 6 o'clock, and it was just a joy. These people welcomed me, and it was lovely. So it's great, and there's like a dozen on every hour around the world, and so I was able to click on a meeting, and it was great. It was great. There will be an AA equivalent, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's a list of meetings. It says find a meeting on the website, AA website, and then you can pick the day it is, and then it'll list them all. Not as well as that, not kind of happening now sort of thing, but you can sort of plan if you intend to join, and it usually gives you the code to use in Zoom and everything. But that's good. Oh, and the last thing, Ian, is I just loved the Gestalt poem, was it? You put up on Twitch.
By Fritz
Prayer.
Pals.
That was beautiful. That was really
great.
beautiful.
So this is the guy that, with his wife, whose name I can't remember, and actually she apparently did quite a lot, Laura. So Fritz Perls. Gestalt therapy is fascinating, right? It's all about it's all about the instant. So if you were talking, Katherine, for example, let me just get this prayer up. If you were talking about being bullied as a kid, I've not quite got my head around it, but instead of going, okay, so you're 10 years old, tell me what's going on. Instead of that, you bring it into the now. So you're talking about being bullied as a kid. What do you feel now is the thing.
Right.
So you don't the past and the future are kind of irrelevant. It's what is going on for you precisely now.
Okay.
Is Gestalt. And it's quite confrontational, and I don't quite understand it, but it's a bit nuts. But then there's this Gestalt prayer, right? And it's insane. Because of this, I do my thing and you do your thing. I am not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you are not in this world to live up to mine. You are you and I am I, and if by chance we find each other, it's beautiful. If not, it can't be helped.
Wow, okay.
Whoa, flippin' heck! Flippin', it's insane. Thank you very much, Jonty's Corner. I'm going to read that in a second. The number of times we as human beings have been in relationships and there's something not quite right about your partner, and so you kind of say, well, maybe your friend Steve, I don't like... So your partner goes, all right, well, I won't see Steve. And then you realise that actually there's something that your partner doesn't like, so I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop, watching my favourite programme on a Thursday because you don't like it. And eventually, as you go on, 6 months, a year down the line, you're not the same people that you were at the start.
No, and you're not the person that they got into a relationship with in the first place.
So this is basically saying, if we fall in love and we get on with each other, and that's cool. If we have to change each other, then it's not really love, and I wish you the best of luck. That's kind of how I read it. It's incredible. John T's Corner says, I've only just found your channel tonight, 500 bits. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the atmosphere is so much easier for people to be open. Even mental health services can be hard for some. So another option is really good. What you're doing is so valuable. Namaste. We don't always get it right.
But we try.
Thank you, Alistair, for reminding me about that. I was gonna mention that and I forgot.
Okay, mate. Well, you and Katherine keep it in the day.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, it's interesting that, isn't it? That's interesting. Because people are always going to change. You're not the same person you were when you first met someone if you got together in your teens, and nor should you be. You shouldn't wish that for somebody, for them to stay exactly the same. The hope is that as you go along through life, you kind of, you change, but it's still in step with each other.
Yeah.
And if not, that's nobody's fault, is it?
Well, it's your fault. Loving this counselling course. I found this. Let me go and quickly get my phone because I found this really cool podcast yesterday.
I'm getting lots of nice little nuggets of wisdom as a kind of byproduct of you doing this course.
It's in my pocket. So I had it in my pocket. Are you?
Yeah. Stuff like this I would never have come across otherwise.
Oh, Darren! My mate Darren's watching.
Hey, Darren.
Darren says, have I got a bogey hanging from my nose? I don't think so, mate. Have I? I might have. Darren, you phoned me up and I forgot to phone you back.
No.
Darren's a shit stirrer.
Of course he is.
I forgot to phone you up, Darren. I'm so sorry, mate. You called me and I didn't call you back. I'll call you tomorrow. I will call you tomorrow. But so I found this podcast for people training to be counsellors. I quite the counselling tutor podcast, and I listened to episode 16 last night because it's about Gestalt. But anyway, so that was quite helpful. I can't remember. I had a point, and I cannot remember what the point was. My back is where I burnt it. You know, I can show you my burn again if you want,
No,
guys.
let's just keep it special.
Okay. I was going to show you the burn, but Catherine decides that you don't want to...
Imagine a blister on a back.
Hang on a minute.
Near a bum crack.
Darren may not be able to hear me. Right, there we go. Now the adverts are finished. Darren, I bet you missed all of that because you were watching adverts because you're too tight to subscribe. I got your message. There's no bogey hanging from my nose. Just watch it, sunshine. Just watch it. For crying out loud. I forgot to phone you back and I'm really sorry. I'll give you a call tomorrow. I was going to phone you back and I didn't. So thank you for being a friend. I feel like I've run out of steam. Oh, I tell you what we can watch. Did you see... I think you might have retweeted it as...
Probs, I retweet all the best things. I think I might need to start watching Stephen Page again. I miss that guy.
Yeah, I might start watching that again. How do you do... how do you do profiles on here?
Oh, it's so tricky now. Do you click on your badge?
Where's my badge? It's there, right.
No, or the man face. There
Here we
it is. The man face. God.
Man face. Oh, this. Did you see this?
Yeah.
What is this? I don't even know what this is.
Barcelona. Apparently there was some sort of ruckus in one of the squares in Barcelona. But, you know, like, apparently the last moments of the Titanic, the string quartet were still playing. This guy
insane,
carried on with his... What was he playing? Eternal Flame?
This is insane. Look at that.
Woman is amazingly calm, isn't she?
Yeah. So someone tweeted saying this should play alongside the end credits of 2020. I think, there we go. Dave Bulmer, Demon Tomato Dave. This video should play to the side of the credits at the end of 2020. Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
It's very Spanish.
Really chapped lips. I've got some Vaseline upstairs. I'll be all right. Don't worry.
Vaseline isn't the best for your lips.
No, I haven't got any Carmex. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number.
Hang on.
I'm not using your second-hand lip balm.
Why not? You wanted to do all unspeakable things earlier. In front of all these people.
Bit tired all of a sudden.
Try some of that, bad boy. That's
What is this?
gorgeous.
Copari Bonsara. No, Copare Bonsara. Escamuno. I'm off the forehead, Jim. It doesn't work anymore. It won't work now for a few years.
Poor Patsy.
Scrunchy, you can phone in with a telephone, 0203 286 6370, or you can Skype in, TLNA. Either will do.
I've got a funny story if you want a funny story.
Yeah, go on, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm suddenly very, very tired.
Well, let me tell you a little story then.
Da-dum.
Indian doctor paid $72,000.
Oh, can I do the voice?
No.
Okay.
You could give me some nice story music.
Not a problem. Here we go.
Indian doctor paid £72,000.
Indian doctor, £72,000.
For Aladdin's lamp.
He bought Aladdin's lamp.
After being fooled by a fake genie.
That naughty, naughty genie.
I mean, we know the story, but we want to know more.
Okay.
Dr. Liak Khan told police in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh that a trickster pretended to be an occultist and made a genie appear from the lamp, saying it would make him rich.
Can I just stop? Woods has said it's now a bad time to call about something serious.
No.
You can call in about anything at any point. If we're talking, call in. Honestly, this is maybe we don't make this point enough. You can call in anytime about anything.
Spoiler, the genie was a second con man who was in on the swindle and not a magical being. The impressed victim paid 7 million rupees for the lamp, but when he brought it home and a genie failed to appear, he realised he'd been a victim of an audacious scam and contacted the magical police.
What?
No, not really, just the actual police. Dr. Khan told news outlet ndtv.com that he met the two men while treating a woman he thought was their mum. The Mirror's taking it very seriously. They've illustrated this with a picture of the Aladdin by Walt Disney poster.
I've got to go and clean that cat shit up.
It is rancid. In a police... the commitment to the con is wonderful. You pretending there's a cat shit out there, and it wasn't him. In a police report, he filed... Who done it, do you reckon?
I think they've all done one.
In a police report, he filed... In a police report, he... This is charming, isn't it? This is really charming. In a police report he filed last Sunday, he said, gradually they started telling me about a Baba, a priest, who they claimed also visited their home. They started brainwashing me and asked me to meet this Baba. The doctor reportedly met the priest who seemed to perform such rituals. However, during one of his visits to the men, Dr. Khan said that when he asked if he could touch the genie or take the lamp home, he was told he could harm the genie. When the man sold the lamp to him, they promised it would bring health, wealth and good fortune. Yeah, it brought them 72 grand. Amit Rai, a senior officer, said the cheats had struck a deal for much more, but the doctor had paid about 7 million rupees, which is $93,000. The men have also cheated other families using the same modus operandi. The total amount of money involved runs into several million rupees. Police have arrested two men who are being kept in custody ahead of charges being filed. Let's hope there's no magic carpet in there.
Right, tell me about this genie
The
guy.
wife
What
of one of
happened?
these men was also involved in the fraud, and she's on the run.
Tell me about this genie. What happened? Go on.
Doctor goes to treat this old lady.
Yep.
Two sons say that they're about to meet a...
Well, they must have been someone's sons.
Well,
So don't
they're
give
not-
me that bullshit.
Yeah, but they're probably not her sons.
Okay.
Because she's on the run.
That's what you
She
say.
wasn't poorly after all.
That's what you say.
I'm joining the dots there. Maybe no, that was
Hello?
definitely one of their wives. Right.
Hello?
So they showed him a genie. It came out of a lamp. It was another bloke. When he said, "Can I touch it?" He said,
I heard
"Don't,
it.
you'll break it."
I heard it.
Yeah.
I was cleaning cat shit. I
So-
heard it.
I can still smell it.
That was me. Cuddly Collins said, "Is Ian going for a haircut before lockdown?" No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. I will see what I'm going to do.
I know what'll happen. Your hair will grow.
Yes,
and no one will be harmed.
Yes, man. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Cycle Tour says, "Hey, I've sent you a spooky email."
Ooh, spooky.
Hello, Liam.
Hi.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Good. This is a little bit of a gear change, and I'm kind of in some ways why I'm ringing, actually. Last week, out of nowhere, a friend of mine took his own life. And I've not really spoken about it, talked to many people about it at the moment.
Liam, can I interrupt you? Are you on? We're struggling to hear you, and this is obviously an important call. Yeah, I don't know if you're on hands free or anything.
No, maybe it's just maybe I'm not in a good place. I don't know.
It sounds like you're underwater or something.
It sounds like you're quite far away from
Liam,
the speaker.
Really?
Are you not using?
There it is.
Go on.
Is that better?
So much better.
There we go. Perfect. Go
Really?
on. No, it's not. Actually, it comes and goes. You're not on like a headset or anything, are you?
No, I'm not.
Right. I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to call you back. Let's see. I don't know if you still get different lines like you used to in the old days, but let's see. Stay there. We'll call you back. There we go. It's too important to have it on a crappy line like that.
Hello.
Okay. It's not great, but I think we can get away with it. So.
You know what? Like, I can call tomorrow. Maybe it's better that I do.
No, well, hang on a second. You're very welcome to call tomorrow. I would really like to talk to you tonight, and it's technical stuff that we can still hear. That's not a problem at all. If you would prefer to call tomorrow, do. But please don't put the phone down now just because I've been saying I can't. The line's not great. That's almost irrelevant. I just wanted it to be as smooth as possible for you.
I don't know. Like, having kind of taken a little moment there, technology aside, do you mind if I do call tomorrow instead?
Absolutely not a problem at all. You can call us anytime you want. You know, we're on 9 till midnight. And if you called us up before the end of a show, we would carry on a bit longer. You call us whenever you're ready to call us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Thank you, man. I look forward to chatting to you, and I'm really sorry for your loss. Thank you. Okay. He made that decision. I didn't scare him away, did I? He made that decision.
No, he had a moment to think about it, and maybe he will be better off tomorrow.
The moment had gone. Okay, good.
This is the thing, right? If you ring us with something like that, the power is always yours. So I never want you to feel like, oh God, it's going to be taken out of my control. The control is yours, and that's the point.
Yeah.
So when you're ready to talk about it, we're ready to listen.
We can do the heavy stuff. We can do the light stuff. We can do whatever. People phone in and say, I didn't want to phone up with this stuff because you're having a laugh. It don't matter. It's life, isn't it? Life is 1 minute you're laughing, the next minute, Nan's dead. And I'd say that slightly flippantly, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, and you've got to. We deal with it, and we always have done. We call them clunky gear changes, and it's always been a part of the show.
But all of it's important, all of it's important. So don't feel like, you're bringing something in that we don't want. It's part of the rich tapestry of life, And we're always really honoured that you'll bring us that stuff.
Hello?
What's that projection thing, guys? Looks cool. Should start selling them on the show.
Well, Amazon sell them.
Amazon, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did you type in for it?
Nebula projector stars. I'll show you the box. Oh, hang on. So you can see what it looks like.
It's good, isn't it? It's only like 30, 40 quid, and
there are various permutations.
Let's be honest, it makes the show. It makes the show.
It looks like that. So if you look on Amazon for light projector, it looks like that, sort of round, like a little Star Wars droid.
Very tired all of a sudden,
yeah.
And very tired.
Well, it's been a draining weekend.
It has actually.
You've done amazingly well.
Thanks, man. Didn't use drugs. I didn't really want to use drugs. I wanted to, but I didn't really want to. I certainly wasn't obsessed. The obsession is when you can't stop thinking about it, and I've had that recently. the compulsion. Addiction is obsession and compulsion and a spiritual malady, and the obsession is when you're thinking about it all the time. Compulsion is when you go and do it. You have to do it. You cannot stop doing it. And I didn't get the obsession. I was thinking about it a lot, and there was a point in the day when I realised I wasn't going to do it, and that made me really, really sad. Oh shit, I'm not going to do coke. I'm probably never going to do it again if I don't do it today, and that really made me sad. Like when you realise that someone you split up with is never going to phone you back. It was that kind of sadness, because it's not quite a love affair. It's like it's a sexual affair.
Yeah.
It's it's like your
Tell you what
F
it feels,
buddy.
Tell you what it does feel like. It feels like generally you and I are best mates, and someone's come between us that you've got a different relationship with that I can't know about.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
I also had at 4 o'clock. I slept.
Ow,
George.
Just come up or go down, but for God's
He
sake.
doesn't know he's a cat and he doesn't need to use his claws.
He's always...
And there's that buzzing noise, but I can't be bothered to sort it out. I know what it is. And I had to sleep for some of the day to kind of get through it. And then at 4 o'clock, I thought, oh, I'm past the window of me using. I'll be all right. And the voice went, aha. But if you were to make a phone call now, you could have cocaine in this house by 5. And I literally had to shout out loud, fuck off, man. Fuck. I went, fuck off. And I didn't, but it was exhausting. But 15 days. So, after having 13 years and then relapsing and then 2.5 years, I'm back to 15 days. That's okay. That's where it's at. But yeah, it was exhausting. And then my kid, my youngest, was a bit upset on Saturday night and Sunday, and so I kind of tried to fix that. I'm just tired, and it's just Mondays now. It's like you wake up Monday and go, oh, shit, is this again? It's Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Again, every day is Groundhog Day with a few differences. College on the Thursday, which I dread the build up to it.
But you enjoy it once you're there.
Oh, I enjoy it. It's the getting up at
Yeah.
6:30 that I absolutely hate in the first 40 minutes of the drive, and then I'm awake and I'm listening to podcasts and stuff like that. That's it. So the difference of the days are Thursdays, and whether I have the kids or not at the weekend. That's it. Everything else is the same, and I find it really difficult.
Well, life has got very narrow for everybody, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I find it very difficult to be enthused about this, because I haven't got anything to say, man. Because I'm not doing anything. The radio show before lockdown, hey George, was great because we were doing stuff and we could talk about it. Then during lockdown, it got harder and harder, and we realised, it's because we're not doing anything, but we still had a wealth of stuff. And now I'm just not doing anything, and it's just tough, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what it reminds me of a bit? When I first started out in radio, after about 3-4 years, I got given the drive time show. Basically, they couldn't afford to get someone proper in, so they let me do it, and they also let me produce it for myself. So I was getting in about 11 and not leaving till 7, right? So I had no life around work, none whatsoever, none. I couldn't even talk about what was on the telly at night, because by the time I got home, I would eat and go to sleep. I was knackered. And it's that, isn't it? Everyone is in this cycle of getting up, doing whatever you do during the day, whether you're working or not, going to bed, and waiting for someone else to sort all this crap out. That's the worst thing. If you're that sort of person who's always taken control of your life and been able to please yourself pretty much, or at least, within the realms of what is possible given your responsibilities, it's really difficult to hand over the reins to someone else, especially when you don't think they're capable of doing it.
Good news tomorrow. We're going to get 4 more years of Trump. So this is a great time to be alive.
Do we find out tomorrow?
No, it's the election tomorrow. I think we find out, maybe the day after. Would you go back to music radio, Iain? I'd go back to anything radio to pay. I don't really like radio anymore, but if it paid, I'm there. This is because it's caught on a power cable. I can't be bothered. Screw it. Okay. I tell you what, no one's calling in, so why don't we go and have a little bit of... Let's just see what Bezik's up to. Let's just see if Bezik's... It's pony on Bezik's...
Alan Bezic, if you've never heard him, he's on BBC Radio Manchester. And he's kind of the last bastion of proper late-night talk radio. He doesn't tend to talk about news unless someone else brings it up. He's generally quite grumpy. He doesn't do that thing of... generally, he doesn't do that thing of listening to someone wang on about, some political point because they're used to getting on at certain times of the night and taking over. He doesn't generally do that, does he? He's brilliant.
Well,
he's brilliant.
He's a miserable old sod. Oh. Every little thing she does is magic. He hasn't got any calls. That's what
no
that
one's
means.
done anything, have they?
That's what that means. We'll wait for the police to finish. Did you guys work with Mike Dickin? No. Would you get him on the show? Alan Bezic? I don't think he'd want to. He
doesn't need to. He doesn't need to do it anymore.
Care. He knows that his gig's probably coming up in the new year. He's just bought a place in Wales. He's sorted. He's an old man. Thank you, Sam. We've got loads of new people watching us, which is wonderful. Do click follow. Click follow, please.
We're here every weeknight between 9 and midnight, and the show is just, it's got a life of its own. It goes wherever it goes.
If you want to sub, you can. If you want to chuck bits, you can. If you want to just watch free, you can. Daily podcast as well. Type the late night alternative on Acast, iTunes, Spotify, anything like that, and you'd be very welcome. He may be avoiding calls due to the terrorist attack in Vienna. First of all, what attack? Secondly, why would he be avoiding calls? Could you not do that as a result of that? Why would that be avoiding calls? Gunmen hunted after deadly okay, yeah. But why would that avoid calls? That would be take calls.
Yeah. Drumming on that, eh? Wow, fantastic. The drumming, that is. The rest of it, I can live without.
Miserable Son. I think that's one of their better songs.
Is magic. Kind of.
Michael, we have not finished season 1 of Rock of Love.
The one we watched tonight, though.
Hi, you all right, Alan?
There we go.
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, just the subject you're just touching on there about surgeons.
Surgeons, love it.
Basically, I'm thinking surgeons are being kept for the long haul, for when things get worse. And specialists.
Well, specialists possibly. I have no idea whether that's the case. They're all working flat out. Surgeons don't really have a great deal to offer to the COVID patients because they don't. The ones
I'm on about people who, like cancer patients, etc.
Yeah, well, they are being, basically the patients are having their procedures delayed in order for...
Kerry Girl says, I always restart Alan Bezik's show after this show and fall asleep to it.
Well, I go to a private hospital, but it's NHS in Forward, and have injections in my spine every 6 months for collapsed discs. And the guy who does it is just not available. And it's just gone on for like not 18 months. It will be coming up on 12 months since I last seen him, and usually every 6 months. And the guy's just not available. I'm wondering whether these people, like, they work in the private system and the NHS are on good money, obviously. And not.
So what? Doctors are being greedy.
Backdoor Brenda's. I get what you're doing. You're asking crazy questions. Do you prefer, something or do you prefer something that is not in any way connected with something, and so it makes a humorous thing? But it's,
you don't have to. You don't have to.
It's just a little bit boring. It's
Hey, Cuddly Colin says, we are new to Twitch, but the pair of you are the first to follow.
Yes, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. But yeah,
Thank you.
Rock of Love with Bret Michaels from Poison. We watched one tonight. We're not as far ahead as you are, Michael.
We're still on season 1. By the way, we lost the Great Season series war season.
Let's just go with it now. It's done. It's gone.
Season.
But tonight it was just this. We watched the one tonight where what's her name? The only one.
Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy decides that she doesn't want to stay after all. Bret Michaels from Poison is furious and says to the rest of them, if any of you want to go, the effing door is right there.
Yeah, he says effing.
Just to make them feel valued and not like pieces of meat vying for a relationship with someone who's treated them all like pieces of meat all the way through it. You know, when he says goodbye to them, he snogs them.
Says effing door.
Also, he's generally twice, if not 3 times their age.
I want to know what the hair situation is. Let's.
I think it's a bit.
I lost Bret Michaels. Hang on.
I think that bandana is hiding a lot of secrets. Well, in fact, not hiding it very well.
Where's Bret Michaels? Where is Bret? What did I call him? I called him Bret. Why is Bret not part of this?
He was there. He was there.
He was on
Friday, wasn't he?
I had to delete some. Oh, I had to delete some. Where is Bret Michaels from Poison?
He's still looking for love. In all the wrong places.
I'm going to add a sauce. I'm going to sweet chili sauce. Oh, I can't find it.
Do you think they're hair extensions, or do you think it's a wig with a bandana over the top so you can't see the top of it?
It's bandana and a wig.
Yeah, it's not hair extensions. That's a lot of faff. But yeah, the other thing, he had reservations about dating a stripper because he'd been hurt before by a stripper.
That's why I wrote the song "Every Rose Has Its Thorn."
The Every Rose song.
Yes, it was. That's why I wrote the Every Rose song. You think, well, Paul McCartney wouldn't say that's why I wrote that. You know, I was round at John's house, and Julian was sad, so I wrote. That's why I wrote the Hey Jude song.
Yeah. But it's also the fact that now he's got reservations. Now there are only 3 women left after having whittled it down from about 15 women, of whom I would say about 6 of them were strippers.
Says he admits to having some extensions in season 3.
I bet he does.
Bobma says, what show are you talking about, please? It's on Amazon Prime. Bret Michaels, Rock of Love. He's the lead singer from 80s, 90s rock band Poison. And it's basically him. He gets a house full of potentially abused women, all vulnerable young women with body issues and daddy issues, and he bangs them.
Well, that's the implication.
He banged Lacey last night,
but did he?
Banged.
But did he though?
They spent the night together.
But did he though? What we saw was him closing the door. And then we saw her walking back down the corridor with her clothes on. But, I mean, this is television magic. And it's an awful programme. It's a terrible business. And I don't think he's going to find love. Not like that.
It's not love.
No.
Michael says it's the best show ever made. Wowzers. That is something, man. That is something. 0203 286 6379. Let's get one more phone call in before the show comes to an end.
We're nearly done.
Have you got anything else to bring to the party? Give us something else.
Mum hailed a hero. Always like those stories, right?
There we go.
Mum took to Facebook. Oh, this is one they've nicked from Facebook. To share where she keeps her chocolate so the children can't eat it all, which prompted fellow parents to reveal their go-to hiding places. And Mum has been hailed a hero after revealing how she manages to keep her sweet treats hidden from her family.
Here we go.
Now that a second lockdown has been announced, Jenny Horde has shared what she calls her number one parenting tip, the one place her children and partner never think to look for her chocolate bars. She shared a picture of the inconspicuous hiding spot in the Family Lockdown Tips and Idea group on Facebook, which sounds like a hell of fun.
Hell of fun.
Where other parents praised her for sharing the game-changing tip. The image shows a container from Asda which holds 6 large eggs, or thanks to Jenny, 2 dairy milks.
An egg box.
Yes.
I would call that an egg box.
It's an egg box.
There we go. It's an egg box.
That was weird, wasn't it? Look what happened. The universe got dark. It's because I'm sharing ancient wisdom. Yeah, so stick it in your egg box. She wrote, another lockdown means my number one parenting tip is coming back out. Since being posted, it's received 5,200 likes and over 300 comments from fellow parents.
She's gone viral.
Praising her savvy idea. Said one, sheer brilliance. Another added, this is a game changer, 3 exclamation marks. I'll definitely be doing this, 2 exclamation marks.
Exclamation marks.
Mm-hmm. This is pure genius. You should run for parliament, penned a third. No, they didn't, they typed it. And a fourth said, yes, my daughter hates eggs, so this is a real hack for me.
Who hates egg? What? No one hates eggs.
Eggs are nice. I like it. Do you know what? I do like a boiled egg.
Bit of
Soldiers.
salt on it. Bit of salt. Hard-boiled egg I like is the thing. Why do I feel like I'm flagging?
Because it's late.
Close your eyes.
Neither of us slept very well last night independently.
I slept so badly. Look. Pickled eggs, Lino. Oh, mate.
No.
I slept so badly last night. Look at these eyes. Look at these eyes. Oh, I heard that.
That was a little throat gurgle.
Little gurgle.
That's from that cup of tea earlier on. I do love a cup of tea. I got up last night and had a cup of tea about 2 a.m.
Well, it's
because I'm a grown-up
decaffeinated.
and I run my own life.
Caffeine-free?
No.
Well, no wonder you slept badly. You
No,
drank
I was
caffeine.
already awake. What's the point? Don't matter. It was fine. I fell asleep eventually. But yeah, there you go. That's the thing.
Here we go.
Who's this?
Here we go. This is it. This is the saviour of the show. Hello?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Who's this?
Hi there. My name's Jack.
Hello, Jack. How can we help you tonight?
I was just watching the show in a slightly different way to usual, and it's a bit of a game changer for me, I think.
Go on. What are you doing that's different?
So I'm casting it onto my TV, so the chat isn't there, and I find I'm actually focusing on the show a lot more than with the chat there.
This is what we want. Screw those losers in the chat. This is what we want. I should say, actually, maybe because some people are only... I saw in the chat tonight, some people didn't realise you can watch this via your PlayStation on the big TV.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Yeah.
Oh, well, you can watch it. You can either cast it or you can watch it on your PlayStation. If you download the Twitch app, which is free, you can watch it on your PlayStation, and you can either have the chat there or you can get rid of the chat and just watch these two beautiful, look at this beautiful little coochie face, this coochie face, these two beautiful faces on your telly. That could be the way. But so, what were you doing? Were you like watching it on your phone or a lappy or something?
Yeah, I watch it on my laptop, and it's nothing against the chat because it's a really nice chat. You know, the people in there, but I just found that as I was watching the show, my eyes would be sort of dragged to what's going on in the chat, and I wouldn't be focusing on the show. So I thought I'd try something different and watch it on the TV, and I feel like I'm actually watching the show and being part of the show.
Hey, nice one, man. Do you know what? You saying that and some of the comments I've seen in the chat tonight makes me think all of our viewers are fucking idiots. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. No, it makes me think that some of the things I've taken for... I assumed everyone knew you could do that, but obviously people don't. Well, we need to start tomorrow, Catherine. We start the campaign to get people to watch it on their TVs.
Yeah, you can watch it that way. And I bet it's a different experience because it's less...
Sexier. It's much sexier.
I bet it's more intimate, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And it looks great as well, genuinely. It looks really good on the TV. So for me, that's how I'm going to watch it from now on.
I'm going to give you some sugar. Hang on. This is for the TV watchers.
This is Babe Station. There we go.
Oh, there's a bit of a delay. So let me see
oh, my God.
There you go. You'll get it. You'll get it. And when you get it, that's for you.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. That's what my brain does. That's what my brain does.
How do you cast a TV, says Scrunchy? Well, you need like Google Chrome or something.
Well, let's ask the expert who's been doing it.
How do you cast a TV, says Scrunchy?
So I've got it from Google Chrome, and lucky enough, my TV's got Android tech in there, so I just picked it up and I could cast it straight from my laptop to the TV.
or you can buy. I bought a little Google Chrome thing. They don't cost very much. You plug into an HDMI socket, and then actually I didn't really need it because I watched loads of stuff through the PlayStation or the Xbox. So you can watch it through the PlayStation, you can watch it through the Xbox, you can cast it. The Fire Stick can have the Twitch app on it.
Or
Amazon Fire Stick works.
You could not watch it at all. There is an audio only facility. That's another thing people don't tend to know about. You can listen to it if you are missing, radio where you can close your eyes and imagine the expressions, and it's a bit more mysterious. You could do that too. I think at the top there's a setting there.
Yeah.
Where you can do it.
So there's loads of ways. LG TVs have a Twitch app on their content store, says Burial. There we go. Hey, listen, that's brilliant. Thank you. That we're going to make a point of mentioning that from tomorrow. And what was your name?
It's Jack.
It was Jack, wasn't it? Okay, right. It's going to be called Jack's Law. You know when someone gets brutally murdered or something, and then they name a law after that person. We're going to call this Jack's Law, and Jack's Law is telling people how they can watch it using other devices.
Yeah.
Would that be a fitting tribute to you, Jack?
Do I have to be brutally murdered in order to get the law named after myself?
Yes.
Maybe not brutally.
But definitely murdered.
We could do it gently.
A gentle murder.
Yeah.
That seems a fair trade-off. Yeah.
Let's just say, Jack, you won't wake up. All right, buddy?
There we go. That's the deal I've got now. There we go.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you very much. Let's give Jack some more sugar.
Wouldn't it be better if murders were all a bit more civilised like that? What are you doing? Flipping.
I'm making Jack's last
Grantham.
Moments on Earth.
Oh my God.
Better.
God, I need to rinse my eyes out.
Making Jack's last moments better than they could ever possibly have been.
Dear podcast listener, you've missed an image there, and you'll be glad.
Gregorian Emerson family law solicitors. Hey, you broke up with your wife. She's cheating on you with a guy called Tony who's got a Ford Escort. Well, then screw that guy and screw her. Divorce them and take her for everything that she's got. And then get his balls chopped off and send one to his ma and the other to your kids.
No.
That can be arranged
That's frowned
at
upon.
gelaw.co.uk. Cut that mother's balls off.
What?
That is the best slogan for solicitors. Also works for
It's also
Poseidon Safety
completely
Management.
the opposite to what GE Law do. They're non-combative.
Poseidon Safety
They
Management.
don't generally do
Poseidon,
balls cutting off.
Poseidon Safety Management. Cut that mother's balls off.
They don't cut people's balls off.
No, 'cause
Mothers
they're
or
pussies.
fathers.
They're pussies.
No.
I said to them, you got to cut that mother's balls off. And they said, no, we won't. We're pussies. Screw that guy. Poseidon Safety Management. Man guarding, guard dogs, mobile patrols. 01208455245. Stay alive.
Or don't.
When you drive through Devon and Cornwall tonight. All right.
Don't bring me into this.
Everybody feeling so fine. On
Zypho,
the beach,
thank you for the
drinking
raid.
wine. Who's ranked?
Zypho. Raiding with a party of 65.
Zypho.
Welcome.
Thank you. Zypho has walked into us talking about our sponsors in a very erotic way.
I am not like that.
Abbey Care specialists, addiction recovery clinics, abbeycare.co.uk. You think you're struggling with booze or drugs or gambling or food or anything like that, the obsession, the compulsion, we talk about it a lot on this show, or someone needs you, give Abbey Care a little call, little chat. Go and have a word with them, abbeycare.co.uk and 34sp.com.
Web hosting, ethical. 3 months free with the code TLNA. That's what you need to know.
Yes, that's what you need to know. They're really lovely people. It's our last week working with 34sp.com.
For now.
We've had them for 2 months. We've had them for 2 months, haven't we? It's been an absolute pleasure. And dear God, we're going to get you $1 million tonight. Thank you to all our sponsors. We couldn't do the show without our sponsors. UK Azzy. Thank you for the sub, Zypho. The raid is beautiful, like the love that I feel in my heart. It's so real. I wanna know you. I wanna show you just how much I care when I lick your neck and you pull my hair.
Nope.
And I say, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Touch me there. And touch me there.
Let's not. There's a pandemic on.
Pull my hair, not the hair on my head, in my bed, making love to you. While the film crew film us making love. Documentary 6. Everybody's making eggs of love.
They're making what? Eggs? They're making eggs?
What are the waiting times on calling in? There's no waiting times. You just someone calls in, we go, hello, caller.
Like this.
Hello, this is the anonymous Tim off of the chat.
Prove it.
Anonymous Tim.
Also, you've given your name away.
Well, well, well.
No, I didn't.
You said Tim.
Damn it.
Never mind, I don't think anybody heard.
Carry on, Tim.
This is the anonymous Tom.
Okay, and this is mysterious. I have no idea who this might be.
I've got, before I say what I phoned up to say, by the way, Katherine, I was tweeting you the other day about the light, the background starry light.
Everyone's loving my light.
It's very impressive.
Yeah, did you get one?
I was agree. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Good.
You got to mind your corneas though when the lasers turn on.
Oh, be careful. Be very careful. You only get two.
Exactly. It's difficult when you're trying to adjust it not to look at it. But I did discover also, if you point it at the garden, you can light up the garden. The lasers go quite far.
They're lights. They light up things that are dark. I don't know how that's how is that a revelation?
Tim Stroke Tom has discovered lasers. Let him feel the magic.
Like you know, like when your room is dark.
Yeah.
You can get a light for it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Blimey.
According to this Tim Tom fella.
Imagine what it would
Tim
feel like the
Toms.
first day you discovered that, and allow him to have his joy.
I'm
Precious
not
little of it
rising-
about.
Come on, Edison.
Not rising to the sarcasm.
Don't ignore him. Ignore him.
Well, then we'll come down to your level.
The aurora doesn't light up the garden, but the lasers look good. Anyway.
Yes, Tim Tom.
What I was phoning up to say was, or to ask was, have you, Ian, ever watched or listened to the audio commentary for the DVD of Step Brothers with Will Ferrell?
Gosh. It's a very specific question.
I think you know the answer to that question, Tim Tom.
Well, the reason I ask is because your singing reminded me of it.
Oh,
I'm a movie dweeb or nerd.
I thought you were going to say director for a minute there.
I am a director as well, actually. Yes, but I listen to all these DVD commentaries, and they get together with John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell, the director, and the guy who did the music for the film.
Oh yeah.
And they basically try and do a musical commentary all the way through it.
Okay.
Oh my God! All the way through that.
They are funny guys.
Yeah.
They're funny guys.
It doesn't work all the way through, but they've got a particularly funny bit about doing a song about green screen.
Hang on a second.
It's just all improvised.
YouTube. Step Brothers is a very, very funny film, by the way. Step Brothers green screen song. Let's see.
No.
You
got to buy the DVD for this gold.
Step Brothers directors.
Yeah, I'll say it's amusing. It's not side splitting, but it's
he's really toning this down.
You're backing up now, Tim Tom.
No, I'm afraid this does not exist anywhere apart from in your mind. Your mind.
That's all I phoned up to say, really.
Nice one, Tim Tom. Thank you, mate.
All right.
What was
See
your
you
name
later.
again?
I forgot.
Thank you very much indeed.
That can happen.
Now, we're going to do a raid. Unless anyone calls in now, we're going to do a raid. Oggy GTA, thank you for the sub. But we're going to find someone. But then I've only got for some reason. Well, it's complicated, but I can't log into my Twitch account on my PC for legal reasons.
Yeah, banned.
Now I'm logged into my Lappy. I've only got 3% back, and I've had to close the lid. So when I open the lid, it will go to the wrong Wi-Fi. So I then have to change Wi-Fi. Then I have to do.
Hey, we don't want any life history.
I can do the raid in here, can't I?
Yeah.
We're all good.
Doing, mate.
We're all good. We're all good.
Honestly.
All right, we're closing.
And you thought him going on about his lasers was something.
Jesus, I mean, he'd only just worked out how lights work.
Oh, but lights are fun.
Let me give you this Gestalt prayer again. I do my thing, and you do your thing. I am not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you are not in this world to live up to mine. You are there, you are you, and I am I. And if by chance we find each other, it's beautiful. If not, can't be helped.
That's like a swingers charter.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Right, let's find someone. We're going to find someone great. We're going to find someone good. We're going to
last
find
one, right?
Someone. Browse. Okay.
Yeah.
Screen 2.
We're going to find absolute treasure tonight. I can feel it.
Yeah, I feel it. Let's go down. Let's go down.
Oh, there's our friend there.
Black man walking. Which friend?
Barnacules.
Oh, yep. Okay. Black man walking, enjoying the Texas nature. No, he's not got very good internet.
No, everyone's saying his phone's about to die.
Election.
Who's this with a fine moustache?
Hey, look at these guys. Oh, here.
Yeah.
What's this? An optimistic moustache man.
Sorry, chat. I'm just thinking. You know what I mean, chat? I'm just thinking. Obviously, I can't show you guys, but let me go to the website. Man.
No, I don't like the vibe.
That moustache. That would tickle your bottom lip, wouldn't it?
It would tickle your bottom if you sat on it. Tired and my head is in a lot of pain.
Oh.
This is my kind of person.
Someone having a good old moan up.
Scientist gamer that specialises in Minecraft,
Does he
but
have
also
an
plays
assistant?
variety games
Hold
like
on.
Fall Guys and Zelda, and sometimes chills.
Right-click on the little audio tab and click on this button one more time. We're going to do one more thing. Scroll to the very bottom.
Oh, this is too technical.
No.
Too technical.
Also, YouTube people, will you stop talking like that?
Yeah, this is too technical.
It makes my head melt.
I am early.
I meant to go, I meant
Water Lid.
this where?
Oh, so she's just watching funny videos. She's not.
Oh, is that the wedding ring?
She's not there. Okay. All right.
Everybody, we're going to find it. We're getting closer.
Okay. Workout and cooking Korean tofu stew.
Well, I can see working out.
Oh.
Donut November? Do people actually follow that? What if you have a girlfriend?
What? How high can those pants go?
High.
Quite high.
That's why her voice is so squeaky.
Another Monday in the apocalypse. Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Make sure that I have a day coming up.
OMG, it's Firefox.
Have a day. You know, being able to recognize it is really important. So hey, dude, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
This
We're
is
in.
the one.
All right, I'm going to do it. I'll just turn that off because we'll get stung for the music. I've got a cut. I said I've got a cut, but actually I said the C word.
Gosh.
Terrible.
How Freudian.
The scientist guy yesterday was talking about country, and he went with the country. I love it. I've done that. We've all done that. I love it. Thank you, everyone.
Enjoy this raid. Be nice. If it's not for
a
you,
Monday night.
yeah. If it's not for you, please leave politely. Don't show us up, is what we're saying.
Give us 5 more people, 4 more people, 5 more people. Let's take 500 into. Let's do 500. We're losing. Come on, just say yes to the raid.
Come on.
3 more, 4 more people. Let's get 3 more people. 3 more people before you go. 5 more. We're losing people. We'll see you later.
Tonight.
And I think that's